recording button. I think we're live.
We're live? Good. I'm glad we're live now. Not a minute ago.
Could be.
Were we dead before?
Well, I'm always dead inside, so
Yeah,
you know.
always inside.
But yes, don't worry. I was not unmuted for the previous conversation. Welcome to session 52 of Roll for Severity's OG campaign. Congratulations, you have survived a year worth of campaigns.
It's been a year since we've been in the same room, you guys. It's 2 years?
Almost 2.
I don't remember.
It's been almost 2 years.
Yeah, we play every second Sunday here at 5 p.m. PST at twitch.tv/roll4severity, swapping week by week between the OG campaign run by myself and the MW campaign run by Miss Wolfinger. Her campaign runs at 1 p.m. Noon PST. That's what it is, noon PST. If you're looking to rewatch or catch up on past episodes, subscribers have access to episodes immediately after they air over on our channel's VODs. For those who aren't subscribers, all episodes are uploaded to YouTube 1 week after they initially air, usually. You can find us on YouTube by searching Roll for Severity, or there's a link down below the stream somewhere. I'm Ahmed Siegel, the DM for this campaign, and I'm joined by my fantastic players, Not Nathan, Mel, Jamie, and Jeanette. Before we get underway, there's a few quick things to go over. 1, each month we donate a portion of all income generated by Roll for Severity to charity. This includes that from direct donations, bits, subscriptions, and sales from the store. This month's charity is the Community Health Empowerment and Wellness Project, or the CHEW Project for short. They provide provisions, resources, and education for LGBTQ youth and young adults facing barriers such as mental health, poverty, homelessness, and substance abuse, intersexual health, and queer-related barriers. They also offer no-cost counseling and crisis intervention, peer support, STI testing, and a drop-in office for basic needs support, and more. You can find them on their website, chewprojectyeg.org, or on Twitter at chewprojectyeg. Speaking of the store is up on tpublic.com/user/roll4severity, or once again, there's a link somewhere down below the stream. Depends on what screen that you're using. So without further ado to my players, the fuck happened last time?
We almost died, and now everyone's being footballed towards a portal that K pointed.
Mel is
K pointed a direction.
Yes.
To a hag. Rosalie was a hag.
Rosalie was a hag. We were in a cave with a giant dark hole, with a giant dark dome.
Was Rosalie a hag, or was
into.
the hag the owner of Rosalie? And when we started
Rosalie
combat
got
with
spit back out at the end, and is currently
yeah.
One half a dozen of the other.
Either way, Kate.
Lied to us. She was a damn hag.
Also,
Either
the
way,
hag has something to do with all Zugink's friends that disappeared.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, she said if we wanted them, we were going the wrong way, and then teleported to where we believe my friends are.
Well, sort of. We know the general direction of your friends. We have no idea if she is related to it, but we know she knows something. And yeah, at the end of the session, Kay was like, "Oh, someone used a portal that way," right after the crazy lady walked through ice. An ice wall and like teleported somewhere.
As you do. Yeah. That's how Canadians get around. We just walk through ice.
Yeah, and then Zuging picked us all up and leaped. We're just like this way. So I guess that's our lives now. There's also some big...
everyone getting picked up by Zugink and charging. That is all of your lives now.
Yeah. No choice. Yeah. I would like to remind the DM that we did leave Rosalie's body in, like, the recovery position. So none of that, like...
You put Rosalie in the recovery position on the bed, if I remember correctly.
On the bed, yeah. So you can't be like, well, she succumbed to the cold of the floor because you guys are horrible people. We did right by her. I just want to point that out.
We don't want you to wake up in a horrible position with back pain, so we put you in the recovery position on the bed. I also got you a glass of water and some Tylenol.
Yeah, there's also a bucket on the floor just in case you throw up.
And a loaf of bread to help you clean up everything they got.
And if you're hungry, here's a smartphone with Skip the Dishes attached. You already have a $25 gift card.
Love it.
Does Skip go to different dimensions?
Yeah, why not?
I think you just have to put that under extra delivery details.
Yeah, probably.
In a different dimension.
Must
Big trip
enter
to the
plane.
abyssal realm. Beware of Cathurkes. Anything else people want to mention?
No.
Alrighty. So yes, the party is currently still in the alternate plane. Currently in the mines of Frostmere. After a few rounds of combat, the Haggard fled, leaving the unconscious body of the maid behind, which you put in a room in the recovery position. And after Kay had detected and mentioned a portal to the party, Zugink came to the realization that she may have portaled to the bodies of Zugink's allies and gave chase, basically turning everyone into a Wally McDougall book of My Life as a Living Football. As Zugink is running full tilt in the direction that Kay had mentioned. I have notes here that the Zugink has the party in hand, literally. So as the party is being whisked in a direction, what are you doing?
Seriously, Zuking, what is your workout routine?
No time to talk. Need to go.
Is the darkness, the magical darkness that we pass through to get to the house still proceeding in the direction that Zugink is going? Or can Zugink actually see?
Kay knows where the portal was, so Kay, for clarity, Kay will be course correcting Zugink if Zugink veers off out of the generally straight line.
Yeah.
That they're traveling in.
Yeah, the darkness is still there, but after about 30 seconds of Zugink at full sprint, you do break through the other side of the darkness zone, and
Okay,
so
then I will
Zugink is able to see.
Cool. I'm just along for the ride then. I have no need to assist.
Is anything else being done as you're being whisked along?
I'd like to notice if anything around us is happening. If I can do a perception
give me a perception check.
Oh, I'm not in the chat. Oh, what did I roll? 19.
That's real
19.
good.
As you're being carried along, it's a bit hard to pick up on too much, mostly due to the fact that you're in Zugink's arms and kind of bouncing up and down as they're running, and then also the jingling of Zugink's armor. But what you do notice is up ahead, the course the tunnel kind of curves a bit, and there is a slightly blue glow up ahead.
I will call that out. Slightly blue glow ahead.
Also, Zugink, out of curiosity, how much health do you have right now?
20.
Okay.
Zugink does not look great at the moment because they are below half health, but no time to stop.
I got 3 heals left, but I don't know if I should drop that right now. Oh, I suppose I do have both my pack slots again.
Anna, you are small. Can you get into my backpack while I'm running and pull out? I have 2 health potions.
I'm almost certain I can do that. I'm gonna scurry over everybody. I try and
That's my face.
See, part of his magic is like Zugink's like shifting Kay and Theo under the one arm, just like grabbing Anna by the back of her shirt, just like holding her over, holding her over Zugink's back. It's like, check in the backpack. There should be potions.
I assume I find them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna cradle. Zugink, am I grabbing 1 or 2?
Both.
Okay. I'm gonna cradle them very carefully and not drop them.
I'm going to then put Anna back in the arm with the other 3, grab the health potions, and I'm going to chug both of those back.
Okay. Roll me the heals for those.
2d4 plus 2, so 2 of them's 4d4 plus 4.
You know, it's kind of disorientating when you're in the front, then you're manhandled to the side, and then you're manhandled back.
But right now, you just got to appreciate the fact that you, Kay, and Anna are all cuddled up under one arm.
Yeah.
Huh.
18.
Those were
Nice.
some really good rolls.
Those are some really fucking good rolls.
I'm no longer below half health. Huzzah!
Woohoo!
Wow.
2 points short of max. Hot diggity.
Nice.
And as you finish chugging those down, you hit that corner where it starts to round, and as you do, you see the hag holding a half-orc in the air by the face. His skin turning frosty blue as the wounds you'd inflicted upon the hag begin to frost over, similar to when the hag had grabbed you.
Do we recognize the half-orc?
Or more importantly, do I recognize the half-orc?
You do not.
Okay.
In the area, bound in pillars of ice, there are close to 30 people, some of which, Zugink, though, you do recognize, as some of them are guards that had gone missing when the incident in Ithmir took place. There are a bunch of others, however, though, that you don't recognize.
I have to say this. My cat just brushed her face against my shoulder and scared the crap out of me. Continue on.
She's like,
Anna, what's the heaviest thing you can turn into?
A bear. Rawr.
A polar bear?
As soon as you no longer feel my hand, turn into a bear. I want to try to choke.
Hold up for just a moment, though. Before you go
check.
yeeting Anna across the room. But the people themselves, that they're encased in pillars of ice, but you're also, like, you quickly pick up, though, that they themselves don't look quite solid either. Somewhat translucent, their form shifting slightly.
So they look like the smoky shit we can pass through.
Somewhat. They have more features than when you had looked at Draenor as an example. So they do have, like, they look more proper, but they're still as if they're not completely there.
So they're like here, but not here.
Maybe. And each pillar of ice is emitting a glowing pulse, just fading in and out.
Magical stasis.
I will quickly do a detect magic.
You casting detect magic as you run in?
Yeah.
Each of those pillars lights up.
Huh?
Each of those pillars lights up.
There you go. I call that out. It's all magical. Quickly gonna do a... Do I surge? I do not surge.
The hag also turns to you as you come running in. Zugink, you wanted to throw Anna?
Yes.
Roll me a strength throw as I bring up the map.
Strength
here.
or athletics?
Athletics.
Yay.
Also, keep in mind you have a long way to throw Anna. Now that you actually have map.
Yeah, that is quite a long throw. Okay, come on, athletics.
Yeah.
Also, at the feet of the half-orc that she had been holding,
18.
there is the broken remains of a pillar of ice.
Okay, so she cracked
right
these.
here.
Yeah.
And that was where she got the orc, we're presuming?
Yes, and so I'm just going to go...
Oh, hi, kitty.
We all have kitten friends today.
Yay.
Yay.
Not all.
Not all?
Speak for yourselves.
Get a cat then. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I can't. My dad's allergic.
Damn!
It's not
Go
me.
grab your puppy.
Yeah, because bringing her downstairs is gonna go over super well.
Yeah. Why not? I got my puppy here.
Yeah,
So
because
Zugink,
yours
He's laying on
follows
the
you.
bed.
Zugink, you throw Anna, but Anna travels maybe 30 feet.
Well, she's closer than she was 5 seconds ago.
Okay.
And Anna, did you turn into a bear while you were in mid-flight, or...
I like to think that I would turn into a bear on the downswing when I realize I'm not going to make it, instead of like high in the air, but as I'm coming down.
Okay, one moment. Where is my bear? Bear.
So I'm a bear now. I've got stats for that.
You're a bear.
We need a bear name for me. All right.
Now, are you a black bear or a brown bear?
A brown bear is what I pulled up because I didn't see if any of them were cooler. So we're just going to go with a brown bear because I'm assuming that's the one that I've seen before.
You've seen brown bears, you've seen black bears.
Oh, I'm just going to pick the one that I have the stats for.
You've seen tall bears, you've seen teddy bears, you've seen fluffy bears,
Even yogi bears.
and yogi bears.
Hey, boo-boo-booyah. What's in your picnic basket?
You've seen an owl bear.
You've seen an owl bear.
I think the CR for the owl bear is a bit high for Anna at the moment, though.
Unfortunately, I have a bite and a claw, but I don't have a Care Bear stare, so no range magic.
Darn! Could have
I'm
5, 4, 3, 2, 1 together.
Except bears can't speak, so it'd more like rah 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 rah.
No, it's a Care Bear stare. You don't need to talk. You just need
But
to
if
feel
we're trying to do
love.
the countdown.
You have to feel love, Aaron.
I don't feel love. I'm empty inside. We went over this already.
So good. Thank you for the bear token.
This is how you fight no heart.
Alrighty, and I'll get everyone to roll initiative.
You betcha.
No, I'm going last. Yeah.
Unbench the Kench.
Modified 20.
Oh, well done.
I'm going last. In
Actually-
true fashion.
Beats me then.
It's fine. I'm reasonably certain I still just have this crossbow, and I'm super salty about it still. I want my bow back.
My dexterity mod is 1. I think Zugink beats that.
Yeah,
hands
Zugink
down.
says 2.
Crying shame.
Crying in shame? Yeah, usually. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. I got distracted by other things, so I did not untie my dice bag. And yes, I have to tie up my dice bag, because otherwise the cats get in and steal my dice and put them in my shoes.
Also, seriously, I do have the Care Bear stare stuck in my head now. That.
Is it completely
that old-
unbearable?
No,
We'll
that
do
old.
the Care
that-
Bears
that
countdown.
countdown.
5,
It was
4,
great.
3, 2, 1.
It was a bop.
Hopefully it's a bop again. I'm not gonna boot her snoot like my claws.
Alright, Zugink. You are at top of the order.
I appear to be unable to move myself.
We'll fix that. Dun, 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 dun. All players, save settings. Now you should be able to move yourself.
It's a little bit outside of where I can reach. Can I do something? Ooh. Could I have made it there instead? No. Wait, no, I was there. Oh no, that's still 35. Alright, I will use the dodge action, because not much left.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yogi, what's your plan?
It's me. I'm gonna walk up into clawing range, hopefully. Whoops. Boop. As I approach, does anything funny happen?
Not as the thought crosses your mind of I'm going to take this bitch down with my bare hands.
Ooh. Okay. The business.
Well, you asked,
You
So
asked
you
if
were-
anything funny was going on.
so
The
you
answer
made a
is
bear
no.
pun.
Hopefully I do this right. Did that work?
Show
Eh.
your love.
All right. So that's a 16 to hit on my bite with my big bear face.
Does not hit. You try and get some purchase, but she managed to pull her leg out of the way.
Wow, what a lady. All right, and then I'm going in for the claws because bears get 2 attacks because they're balling like that. Oh, my bad. 1 sec.
I remember when I had 2 attacks.
Me too.
Does a
Now-
22 hit?
22 does hit.
Yeah, you damn straight it does.
It'd be more concerning if I said no.
That is true. That is true.
I have a
We'd
clip
be-
for that.
Kay would be leaving.
I'm done.
Let's be clear. Like,
Hi, Bob.
I'm really bad at these type commands. There we go. That is 16 damage to her big hag face.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, that was like max.
That was max damage.
That was max
More-
damage. Yes. Yes.
Take this, Care Bear stare.
I let out that generic League of Legends
Yeah.
bear roar that you can hear
Yeah.
in all games.
Yep.
All
Okay.
places.
no, I've never played.
League of Legends?
Nope.
That's fine. Just watch Arcane. That's all you need to know.
Cool.
Seriously, though, watch that show.
It's on the list.
What is your plan, Kay?
Perfect. I'm just gonna shoot. I'm gonna load and shoot her with my crossbow because I can literally do nothing else.
Sorry about your weapon, Kay.
That's fine.
Not only that, as I'm out of spell slots. I got nothing. So this is what I can do. That doesn't hit. Moving
No, it
on.
does not. That puts us to the hag.
The hag goes before me.
I mean, you rolled a 6,
The
so
hag goes before me.
Oh
That
no.
so she is going to take a swing at Anna.
She's not going to try and grapple me? Darn.
No, she's not going to try and wrestle the bear.
She's huge.
She is, and could probably wrestle the bear, but still. I suppose that a... what is that? Slam is +4. 13? Plus
Do I
13
take the bear's AC or my
Yes, you
AC?
do.
That hits. Schlucks.
That is almost max damage. There's a lot of almost max damage right now. 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's hard math. Alright. What else is up your
And-
sleeve?
2 points of cold damage.
Okay. For a frosty 17 altogether. Thank you. Does she like
Um,
bitch slap my face?
Oh yeah,
Leave
she
my
just
fur all frosty?
where she hit you, you can even just feel that like chill on your body,
Yeah.
and just kind of like, ugh.
Badass.
That puts us to Theo.
Okay, I think 15. I'm gonna move myself. I'm gonna move myself 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 right here. Actually, I'll move the full 30 just in case. And then I am going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I should be within range because Eldritch Blast. Yeah, I'm well
you have
within range. 'cause
120
Eldritch
foot
Blast is
range,
100
I think, on Eldritch Blast.
120 foot range. Yep.
Not
So we're gonna try this first. So first strike is a natural 20.
She would have to leave the map to not be able to, or to be out of range of that.
First one's a natural 20,
Yeah.
baby. I'm just gonna roll if the second one hits. The other one is a 21. Does
Yeah.
Both,
21
both
hit?
hits. Congratulations, you hit with both of your Eldritch Blast bolts.
Wow.
Hey,
Thank
Oh,
you,
and
Academy.
Does the first one crit?
It should.
Yep, it crits.
So that's a
3d10 plus 4.
3D. Is that what that is? A 3D10 plus 4?
That'd be the total for the two of them. Because it's 1d10 plus 2 for each bolt, then the one crit, so you get an extra die.
Okay. So 3. Hang on. /roll. 3d10 plus 4.
Isn't it forward slash? Or does it work both? Nice.
So I hit for 29 points of damage altogether.
Yeah, that's so good.
Nice.
She don't like me right now. Anna, how are you for health?
I've got a bear buffer, so I'm doing
Okay. You do what I okay.
I get.
it gets. And then once I'm not a bear anymore, I'm okay.
Okay.
Confidence in that statement.
Unwavering. Anything
I'm
else
just
in
gonna
your
check
turn?
my bonus actions real quick. And yeah, that's my turn.
Alrighty, that puts us to top of the order with Zugink.
Remembering the frost thing, I want to make sure I'm not behind Anna.
Hey.
Like, didn't that one attack like take off over half your health?
Yes. Does an 18 hit?
18 does not hit.
Blah.
Wow. Hot damn.
Which means that doesn't hit. Action
That also does not hit.
surge. I hope a 23 hits.
23 hits.
Alright, I was just going to roll my last one. That
I'm
one
just
does
gonna-
not hit. So
I'm
just the
gonna
one.
say it's either a 19 or a 20.
Better
Because a
be
21 hit.
20's cruel. 20's just cruel.
13.
13. While she's preoccupied with the bear, you manage to get around the side and just take a few flurries, and like some of them just seem to glint off her body without dealing much of anything. But you do get that one that finds purchase.
Okay, and bonus action. That one will hit. So blunt end.
And the blunt end does
7 more damage.
nice.
Of the bludgeoning variety.
Yep. That puts us to Anna.
This is maybe a weird question. As the fighting's going on, whether like passive perception or actively looking for it, does it seem like the people that get frozen in the pillars, but are they kind of aware of what's going on? Are they watching us? Or are they just completely frozen and not?
A quick cursory glance over at like this one and this one. They do not appear to have any acknowledgement of your presence.
Okay. I don't know if that's better or worse. All right, cool. I'm gonna attempt to bite off her face.
Monch. That is not going to hit.
Unfortunate 16.
You reach up and try and bite her face, and she just like reaches out with her big honking hand and just like grips your muzzle.
I like it. And then to shake her off, I'm gonna try and slap her. And that's even worse.
And as you raise her paw back, she just kind of gives you that bit of a shove and gets you a little bit off balance.
I huff menacingly. Fortunately, that's all my bear actions.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shoot the hag again. 16 doesn't hit.
No, it does not.
So there you go.
Soon
Wha-
you will
what-
have a bow back. Once you get back to the real world and get a bow.
What bothers me is all of my other rolls. Like if I had advantage, I would have had 25. I would have crit with the 28. Like, but no. Stupid crossbow.
Alrighty, that puts us to the hag. who is going to...
Math.
How much damage she takes so far? She is going to... She can... No, she can't hit you both with that. Oh, dude. Ooh. Actually, no, she doesn't want to use that one there.
Oh.
Or actually,
She's
yes, she
got
does.
options.
She does have options. Because I need a circle.
My least favorite shape.
I know what could go wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Circle. Ah.
I don't like that. I don't like how big that circle is.
Don't worry, guys. She's not going to risk hitting her pillars.
Oh,
Oh no! I thought that was just going to be on me. Cool.
It's gonna hurt.
Probably. So she turned, having crit her so hard with your your Eldritch Blast, she kind of turns, acknowledging you as a spellcaster, and is going to cast Ice Storm.
Do I have a reaction?
Do you?
Can I cast Misty Step?
Is that a reaction?
It's a bonus action.
Can I? I can't use Misty Step as a.
You'd have to say it's as a reaction, or you'd have to have a trait that would allow you to use it as a reaction.
Okay.
Darn
it.
So, shards of ice just kind of conjure out of seemingly nowhere and just start raining down in this zone. I need those. So, you and Kay need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, come on. Mama needs a new pair of shoes.
Oh.
Jamie, I hate you.
Mama needs a new pair of shoes. She stole it from Dad.
She targeted you because you crit. So you know what? I hate you.
I don't know if I save them.
It doesn't matter. I'm probably taking double damage.
I don't think that's how. I don't know if that's how we crit fail.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. Unless you roll for severity and then get a 1.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Roll the severity on that one, just because this is trying to deal with an attack.
Am I rolling a d20 or a d100?
D100.
I'm gonna guess that her DC for this is real high.
67.
Okay, you're not going to take double damage on this one.
Perfect. That's great. I appreciate that.
We are definitely going to take full damage, though.
I can take full damage. That's not a problem.
Careful when you say that. She took half Zuging's health.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kay has more health than Zugink.
Do you have more than a max of 50?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How the hell do you have more health than Zugink?
I've rolled real well on my health.
He's been eating his Wheaties.
Yeah,
Wheaties.
He's been eating his Wheaties.
Also, Kay became our tank when Zugink left.
That's fair. Both of... Actually, Theo, you so you will take half damage.
I only take half damage?
You only take half damage. So you take 14... Theo, you take 14 points of damage.
I still don't like it.
That means I take 28.
Yeah, that hurts.
That was an amount.
That was an amount. Yeah.
That was an amount.
Yeesh.
Yeah, so 28 points of damage from that. That area is also now rough terrain.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
I don't really need to move.
It's true. You're right.
Until you find out it deals damage every turn.
Does it? Yeah. Does Blizzard deal damage every turn? Like, is it just like an ice storm there
No.
now?
Ice Storm is instantaneous. It is not
Okay.
a duration. There is other spells that do essentially the same thing that are damage over times, but
Yeah.
this is not that version. However, she is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, she's going to try and move away, so I guess that provokes an opportunity attack from Zugink and Annah.
Hell yeah.
No!
Oh,
I need
Me
to
both-
to stop them.
You both take a swing, but she just glides back on like a sheet of ice that's just a little bit faster than you were anticipating.
still getting used to my new form. I don't think I've been a bear yet.
And she is going to move back to here in amidst the pillars. That puts us to Theo. Also, one thing to note, the pillars are obstructions.
Of course they
You
are.
can
Well,
hit them.
10.
Do I value the
20,
lives inside these pillars?
No, yeah. Hang on. So I was here. So this would be 10, and then this would be 15.
Yeah.
25, 30. So I can do that too. I'm going to cast Flame Sphere.
Where?
Yeah, I knew you were going to do that. Flame Sphere is 60 feet.
But where are you placing Flaming Sphere?
I would like to place this thing right here. It's only 5 feet in diameter.
Okay. So that's just...
Actually, no. I'm going to place it, right there. And then I would like to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, ram it into her. She needs to do a dexterity saving throw.
just saying, I just got to check something on Flaming Sphere quickly.
Mm-hmm. I can move it up to 30 feet as a bonus action.
Okay, so it doesn't do any damage on spawn. It's only when it runs into them or they end their turn.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go 1, 2, 3, and then kind of crash into her, so it would stop here essentially.
Yeah, I would here no, because so I had it here, so I would go. I'd go. Where did 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's the path I would take.
So it's ending here then.
It's ending. No, it's ending.
Or does it end
I can
in
move
their
up to 30
location?
feet. Can
it end in the location of a
Yeah.
creature? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what
If they're
I
in-
thought it had to.
Yeah.
I thought it stopped before.
No, because I'm essentially putting it in like on top of her, and since she's in that area, now she makes a dexterity saving throw. If she passes, she gets half damage. If she fails, she gets full damage. And it's 3d6.
Okay. And what is the DC?
It's 13. So
Okay, she has 13 on the dice. And what kind of... It's dexterity saving throw, you said?
yeah, it's a dexterity saving throw. So I'm guessing she passes. So half of 15. So 7.
Okay.
And I think I only have. I think I have like 5 feet left of movement speed. No, I probably took all 30. Okay, that's my turn because I can't move anymore.
You do technically
She's
have
probably
5 more
gonna hit
feet.
me again.
You
Huh?
do have 5 more feet.
I do have 5 feet. I'm gonna go back this way.
Okay.
She's still gonna hit me, unfortunately, but
That puts us to
oh,
Zugink.
I still have my bonus action, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay, I'm
do you
going
got
to
something for
heal 1d6.
Nice.
Okay.
So
Also, cast me or roll me a explosion chance for your flaming sphere.
okay, I pass.
Okay. Did not explode. Good.
This hag must die, but she doesn't die on an 18.
No, she doesn't.
Oh dear.
Does she die on a 23?
She gets hit with the 23.
Hell yeah. Killer.
$13 damage,
Nice.
which means I get to do the blunt end,
What's my speed?
which is another 23.
I don't think your blunt does. Oh, that was the hit. I was like, I don't think your blunt does 20 or does a d20 of damage. No, 23
No.
hits.
It does 8 damage though. Haha.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Yeah.
Anna, what is Yogi
Ah.
doing?
Yogi. Whoops. That's the wrong tool. There we go. I have 40 movement speed as a bear, which is pretty sweet.
Zoom, zoom.
That's all new. So being how is the floor of this mine? It's not super icy and slick, is it?
It's a little bit icy, but it's not like skating rink kind of thing.
Okay.
Like you don't have an issue of movement unless she creates ice zones.
Okay. Then I'm fine. I'm confident careening in that I won't hit any of the pillars. I'm gonna try to bite her ankles since her face isn't working. Darn it.
Okay. Launch for the ankle.
And I'm also going to try to swipe at her ankles because the face wasn't working. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
Yeah, I'll take that. And the claw was 2d6 plus 4. Get ready for the pain beat down.
As
Come on,
just
max
minimum
damage.
damage.
It's 11. Nothing to sneeze at on her ankles specifically.
Okay.
Like right on that bone that really, really hurts when you bump it against stuff.
The navicular. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, that puts us to K, I believe.
You got Portal Boy.
It's you, Portal Boy.
Difficult terrain makes it hard for me to like take twice as much effort to move.
Yes.
Yeah, so instead of 5 feet, you take 10 feet.
Cool. So, all right, I'm gonna dash then, I guess, as my turn to here because I can't hit the hag because there are pillars in the way, and then I'm gonna reach into my bag, and I'm going to pull out a potion of healing and consume it.
Okay.
I think I should be able to do that, and that should be literally everything I can do.
Yeah.
Conveniently, this is the potion of greater healing I've had in my possession for an obnoxiously long time. As it turns out, and I haven't used it until this exact moment.
Yep. You got that one from Danik, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like
I've had
way back when in like session 3.
I have I've had this for so long, but I haven't been concerned enough to use it.
Fair.
Because I had magic. I don't have magic.
That's
Yeah,
usually how it goes.
You pull
So
up that ball
I
and you
heal. For the record, I heal
12
16.
health? Oh, 16? Okay.
No, it's 4d4 plus 4.
Not
So
bad.
I did real fucking good job.
We're getting
Yes, you
real
did.
good rolls on the health potions.
And like as you pull the potion out of your bag, you look at it and it's covered in dust. Like it's got like the smudges on it from like, everything you've dealt with up to that point. And just like ugh. And So you've healed up. The hag. Okay. And she's going to look at you, Zugink, and she is going to cast Hold Person. I would like you to make me a Wisdom
Unacceptable.
saving throw.
Not that.
I probably do not succeed that.
You do not succeed.
Of course, the one time I'm not playing the character that has advantage on these saves.
Gotta throw it at you sometime. But yeah, so you are currently paralyzed.
That is inconvenient.
And the hag is then going to go 5, 10, 15, which provokes an attack. Actually, Theo, I need you to roll me damage for the fire, because Anna ended her turn
Because
in
she's still
radius
in
of
there.
fire.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I did.
Mel, make a deck save.
No, it wouldn't be. It's only on the block where the sphere is, and it's only because it's only 5 meters.
Any
Or a
creature
5
that
foot square.
ends
It's
its
literally-
turn within 5 feet of the sphere.
Oh, never mind.
So it's
okay.
the sphere and everyone 5 feet around it.
All right. Well, I failed that.
Ouch.
Theo,
I'm sorry.
Anna, you take 13 points of fire damage.
All right.
You're no longer cold.
Sweet. That frost is long since melted.
How much
Um,
HP do you have as a bear?
Not a lot.
Okay.
Not a lot.
And they automatically fail. So roll me a second set of your damage for the sphere.
For the sphere?
Yeah.
Like the sphere's taking damage, or
No, the damage for the sphere.
Wouldn't she take 13 as well?
No,
Or is it?
the hag didn't end. It's for the next round of combat.
Oh.
Essentially, if something.
I gotcha.
because isn't it my turn next? I'm the last person.
This is
The-
This is before your turn.
I don't know what's taking 9 damage though.
I have a feeling it's one of those pillars.
It's 2 of those pillars, actually.
Yeah.
So this pillar here and this pillar here, you can see the ice starting to crack, and the being inside seems to writhe in pain.
Of course it does. Okay.
Try to keep it away from the pillars.
Yeah.
Well,
Damn.
we know one turn with the fire orb isn't going to kill the pillars. Multiple
Commoners
turns.
have 4 health. Commoners have
Yeah.
4 health.
Yeah,
No.
they have a lot of health.
I'm not under the impression any of these people are commoners.
We don't know that though.
Shouldn't you, Zugink?
Yeah.
I only know who some of them are. He said that some of them are guards, but not all of them are guards.
Well, if some of them die, it's better than all of them dying.
Just don't tell that to Zugin, because she'll probably punch you in the face.
It's very true.
Fair.
I mean, she
Speaking
kind of
getting
can't.
punched in the face. Theo, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm mad. I'm mad right now. I'm mad.
Well, actually, also one other thing. Anna, roll me a attack of opportunity.
Ooh, hell
The
yeah.
hag, the hag left your attack radius.
Munch, munch.
Hot
20.
damn, nat 20.
Question. Since
bad.
she succeeded, doesn't that mean that the hag doesn't go anywhere?
No, that's a sentinel perk that Zugink has.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's Sentinel. Okay, sorry.
Alright, so
And I'm paralyzed, so I don't get an attack.
doubles the damage,
opportunity.
right? So it goes from 1d8 to 2d8?
Yes.
So 1d8, or 2d8 plus 4. 2d8 plus 4. Take! Damn it! Ah! So bad. Alright. Oh, that's terrible. That is 12.
Well, that's exactly average.
Yeah, there was a 1 on one of those.
Oh wait, not exactly average, slightly below because you
It's-
didn't roll an 8 on that one.
You're really sad.
And that puts.
That is also on her ankles, in case it matters.
Okay, and she maintained concentration.
Hmm.
All right, now Theo, what is your turn?
Um, 5, 10. Hang on. Okay, so I'm going to move 20 feet to around this pillar. So I'm a little closer, and then this bitch, she know exactly what she doing. I have to try and risk it. Bonus action to move my sphere.
The sphere.
I'll draw the path 5, 10.
Well, I just need to know the end destination because it doesn't deal
15.
damage to things on its way. It's only at the end, correct?
Yeah. I'm going here.
Okay.
This is moves 20 feet. It's ramming into her again. I'm hoping not to.
Minimal collateral.
Yeah, that minimal collateral is what I'm going for. So, which is again another dexterity save.
Yeah.
It only does 10 damage this time.
So she passed that with 15. So that's plus 5 then.
Yeah, that's 5. Yeah,
'Kay.
5 damage.
But you still have your action. More
I still
Eldritch
have my
Blast.
action. I know, but I can't. I don't have line of sight of her. Like,
Aren't you?
okay,
That's straight line of sight.
but I can't go through this pillar.
You don't have to. I'm drawing a line right now. It goes through no pillars.
Where? I don't see your line yet.
Oh,
I do. Yeah, it goes straight over
Yeah,
the bear.
aiming for the bottom corner.
Oh, okay, aiming for the bottom square. Okay, well, let's try Eldritch Blast again.
Hell yeah.
It does not. I miss. And
And another crit.
I don't know
Hot
what's
damn the
happening, you
crit!
guys.
Holy shit, you guys!
you really don't like this hag, okay?
would that be?
Apparently.
What would that be?
2d10 plus your charisma modifier.
2d10. Well, because it's a crit now, right?
Yeah, 2d10 plus 2 would be crit.
Oh yeah, I forgot that your each one 1d10? Like
Yeah, 1d10 plus 2.
Okay, so it'd be 2d10 plus 2.
Okay. That's a shit roll, but I did 9 damage, guys.
Yeah, take it.
Damage is damage. We just need it to die. And
Yeah.
maybe break its concentration. It took damage
Yeah,
too many
that was
times.
my bonus action. And my
And it still has
yeah, that's my bonus
concentration,
action, my
Ziggy.
action.
No.
All right.
And then actually, I still have some movement left. I'm gonna move 5 and be behind the pillar.
Okay.
She doesn't have. I know she probably knows exactly where I am. Just
And before she murders 4 people just to hit you once.
she'll have to murder 4 people to get to me.
Assuming that she fires a straight line ability. She could just drop another circle from the sky and say, fuck this area in particular.
I'm hoping she cares about her sustenance and does not want them to die.
That puts us to Zugink. Roll me the wisdom save.
Do I get to another wisdom save?
Yeah, you get to remake the save each turn. Is it start of turn or end of turn?
14. It's better than a 9.
At the end of each of its turns, target can make another wisdom saving throw. Okay. 14, you say?
Yes.
You managed to break free from the hold person.
Yeah, Zugi!
And you said that was end of turn, so
Yeah.
that's my turn. Okay.
Anna. Yogi.
Yeah. We move in here because I can. I mapped it out. And just a sad rinse and repeat, assuming I'm not taking anything from that framing spear.
No, you're
No,
far
you're
enough away
not.
from the sphere that you're not going to take burning damage this time.
I was not paying attention. 1d20. All right, so the bite
This is
misses.
the damage of the sphere right now.
You
No
go
one's
to
surprised.
bite, and she just pushes her muzzle away. Just no.
I should just do claws since that's the only thing that seems to hit. Nope. Yeah. Sorry, the
She's
bear's
getting
kind
wise to your ankle scratching tactics.
Nope. I'm done.
Okay.
I believe. Yeah, I should be able to make it here. And
Yeah, you'd have 5 feet of movement speed left.
yeah, I don't care about that because everything is always within range of me, assuming I'm using a bow or a crossbow.
Yeah.
Hey!
23
I hit
does hit.
something!
Hey!
Give me that pot shot.
8!
You're helping.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
I've done one thing this entire campaign besides, or
fine.
this entire fight besides take damage.
I mean,
Hey,
you
soaking
tried several
damage
things.
is not the worst thing you could do.
True. I'll be right back.
Since one of our 2 frontliners is pretty low on health.
And I think that the hag is getting pretty sick of your ankle scratching bullshit.
Yeah.
She's going to reach out and grab you.
Oh no.
So I need you to make a athletics or acrobatics check to contest the hag as she basically attempts to grapple.
I'm gonna do the athletics, which is strength based. Thank you, Bear, for the strength that Anna has never had before. Ah, damn it, Bear!
The bear tapped
3.
into its inner Anna.
Sorry, just out of curiosity. With a -1, Anna would have done better than this stupid bear. Anyways, please proceed.
So the hag grabs onto you, and you feel cold chill just kind of flooding over your body. I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Is charisma as the bear, or is Anna? If it's a
Mental
can't
stats, so that
roll
is-
wisdom, or your
That'd be Anna.
okay, cool. Because the bear is not very charismatic, as it turns out.
No.
14.
14.
That
Okay.
was enough to get me out to the dominate person. So hopefully, or hold person.
If it's a will saving throw, because I think hold person is a will saving throw.
Yeah, you do pass, so you only take half damage.
Yay!
Yay.
Bye, shiver me timber.
So that is 8 points of cold damage.
8 cold damagios, eh? Alright.
And as she's grabbed onto you, the cold floods through you and like kind of pulses back towards her, you watch as ice kind of like goes up her arm and covers some of the wounds that she had.
Is she healing off of my suffering?
Probably.
That's what appeared to happen when we were at the house.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I was suffering at the time.
Yeah, because I was suffering.
Alright, let me just roll over that damage. Anyone that's paying attention, the bear disappears.
Me,
And
I'm
she-
paying attention. What's your HP at right now?
I'm at 14.
Oh
So
boy,
I'm
okay.
alright.
Do you have
Yeah.
any wild shapes left?
I do.
Okay, so on your turn, you can just turn into a bear again and
I
suddenly have a lot more health.
Exactly.
And the hag backs up away from you. I guess you do get an attack of opportunity as you're converting back to Annah.
Oh, do I
This
get an
would be-
attack of opportunity as the bear?
No, it'd be attack of opportunity as Annah because you got turned back to Annah before she moved.
So
you can. Do you have a melee weapon on you?
Yeah, I always have to keep my stupid staff on me because it's my conduit of power.
Okay, take a swing with your staff.
So let's do it.
Big old swing with your stick.
This is the first
damn
time I've
it.
ever used it in the years we've been playing.
See, and I just can never use it again because I can be like, I always crit every time I use my quarterstaff.
Hey, alright, let's roll that awful quarterstaff damage.
100% crit
Yeah.
rate.
What?
6!
6!
How did you get 0?
Because it's
Because -1 strength modifier.
Yep. You rolled a 1 and got a -1 strength modifier. You literally rolled 0 damage on that.
What a crit!
Well, still does 6 damage. It's 6 more than it would have done otherwise.
I'd like the
It's
fact that it's a
damage.
nat 20 on one side and a nat 1 on the other. And the rolling the
yeah.
0 just kind of fits.
That tracks. Totally. Bop around the noggin.
That quarterstaff is either all or nothing. It's a nat 20 or a nat 1.
Might as well just make it a freaking coin.
For the damage die, it's a nat 6 or a nat 1.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Alrighty. And the hag retreats to here. Theo, I need you to roll me fire damage.
Yeah. Sorry, person.
But not.
But I'm sorry, person inside. I've probably killed two
So
people, and I'm sorry.
The heat
Yeah, I killed that
also
person.
then
didn't I?
cracks, and that one shatters to the ground.
No.
I'm
Did I recognize that person?
Roll me a perception check.
Bad. This is just sad.
It's not good.
14.
14. You did not recognize that person.
I'm still not happy about this, but at least they're not my friend.
Theo's not happy about it either, to be perfectly honest.
Speaking of Theo not being happy, what are you doing?
You know what? I'm gonna leave that thing there for now, I
No,
think.
there's an open spot at the bottom,
yeah.
bottom right corner.
I know, but it's like, you know what? Okay, if you want me to go for the damage, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, bitch! And it don't hurt no one but her this time!
Okay, you slam that into her. What is
Yeah.
the damage for that one?
Damage
Ooh, that
for
is a nat
that
20 on her.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay, well, she takes
3.
3 damage. Okay. That was my bonus action. I am actually not confident that she's not gonna keep leaving me alone, so I'm actually gonna drink my potion of healing,
Smart.
which is 2d4 plus 2d4 plus 2, and I get back 7 health.
Okay.
So that was my bonus action and my action. I have not. Oh, I just gave myself damage. Don't do that. And then I'll move myself 5 feet over here. And that's my life. That's my life right now.
Alrighty. Zugink.
I'm still angry with you.
I yell it. I'm sorry.
No, not you, with the hag.
Oh, with the hag. Okay. I thought
I
you were
want to
mad at
murder
me.
this hag. That does not hit the hag.
No, it
Did we
does
miss
not.
my turn?
That
No,
hits
you
the
had
hag.
No.
you hit the hag.
Anna went with the quarterstaff.
That was a
That
attack
was
of
a
opportunity.
reaction.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, my brain was like, but Anna
Yeah.
just did a thing. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
that was her attack
she
of
had an
opportunity.
Yeah.
26 does hit.
So that's 6 slashing. And then with the blunt end, a nat 20.
Hot diggity. What is with you fuckers in all the nat 20s tonight?
We're
Hot
pissed
damn.
off!
Yeah. Emotions are high. People's
Emotions
lives are at stake.
You've kind of kept us in this
10
time void
bludgeoning
of
damage.
a place for like way too long.
Is she dead yet?
She's not.
Does she look like she is in pain?
Is she bloodied?
She does not look happy.
Fuck. That doesn't tell me
Dugink
anything.
will relish in the fact that she
Oh.
looks like she's not happy.
Pat, did you just kick the dog off the bed?
Cat's like, I needed a bed, and the other cat's
Yeah,
in
but-
my bed.
Tiny.
Oh, wait, I have one
160
superiority
pound Great
die. I've
Dane.
been waiting for this. I am
Tiny
going
little
to
cat.
use that to attempt to trip her and add a extra 2d8 damage.
Okay. Attempt to trip.
Okay, so that's an extra 8 damage and a strength saving throw to be knocked prone.
That is 19 on the dice.
She succeeds unless she has a negative modifier. Then
I think she'd need a pretty hefty negative modifier.
yes, she would need minus 19. Oh wait, 19. She would need a minus 5.
Fair.
So
Anna.
she's not knocked prone. I was hoping to give Anna advantage as a bear on the next turn, but
No such luck.
Yeah, as much as being a bear is kind of underwhelming, I could really use the hit points. So I will use my final form of wild shape
Okay.
and going into the bear again. With the 40 movement speed. But this changes things. Hang on, let's see how close I can get. I can. So, whoopsies. Bear can get there and not be taking some significant Theo damage.
Yeah.
Now that I'm looking forward to that.
There we go. You're back to being a bear.
Thank you. Bear time. Bite
Sorry.
time. All right. She's going to bite her knees this time.
Another fucking nat 20. Good fucking lord, you guys.
Oh,
we do not like this hag.
I'm all-
Roll 20
Okay,
loves you
oh.
tonight, apparently.
Yeah. She
Roll
it
20 's
hates
like-
us every other night.
Roll 20's like, this DM made you fight this hag twice? Fuck that. Kill it.
It's like, fuck this guy.
all right.
Not to
2d6.
mention, he also put us in a plane where time doesn't happen, so we can't regain any of our abilities.
Like we're tired but not tired, and it's really twisted and fucked up.
Yeah.
I want a nap.
Eldritch Blast!
14 damage on the bite,
Okay.
and then
In time for the ankle scratching.
ankle scratching. You bet it. D20, and that's a. All right. So 2d6 becomes 4d6? Or how
Yep.
does that work?
Yep, that is how that works. You double the
Roll.
number of dice you roll.
4d6. Oh my god. It's just so
That's half a
exciting.
fireball.
21 damage to her knees specifically.
You take a good chunk to her knees. She kind of falls down a little bit, and she stands up, very, very pissed off at this moment.
I roar. That is my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move 20 feet this way. And I'm gonna shoot directly between those pillars.
Just beeline it down the center.
Thread the needle.
Does a 27 hit?
hits. 27
Ah.
does in fact hit, believe it or not.
Yay!
That was almost a crit. If you were a
Oh,
champion,
no.
that would have crit.
Yeah, that was almost another crit.
9 damage.
If you were a champion or a hexblade, that would have crit.
Yeah.
So the hag is definitely not looking good at this moment.
I should hope not.
Oh, does she? Yeah, she is going to. Zugink, odds or evens?
Evens?
Okay. So the hag grabs this pillar, just hand shattering through the top of the pillar and grabbing onto the head of the dwarf inside. You do not recognize this dwarf.
No, not another person. Fuck you, hag.
And so they get...
Can she just heal infinitely? Or as many people are here? Oh, man.
And
Well,
she
it depends if we can
drains-
outdamage the healing, because
Yeah.
like she might be able to heal by stealing someone, but then if we just
Yeah.
murder her before her next turn, she can't do it again.
Yeah, we've been trying to murder her before her next turn.
And
Just don't know
so
how much
that
she's
pillar is shattered. And then she is going to... She is not thrilled with the 3 crits she got out of Annah
In a row.
in a row. Like, that's disgusting.
That's fucking justice. What that is.
Alright. I have 17 health. Do your worst.
Ooh.
17 health as a bear?
Bear. Wait,
Okay.
no, sorry, I have 34 health as a bear.
Okay, I was terrified. I was like, wait a minute.
Sorry, 17 damage is what I took on that first hit, which half helped me.
Okay.
I am way better. 34.
She is going to cast Wall of Ice.
Oh. Ooh.
Okay, I do have a reaction.
You do?
I do.
What is
I
your
have
reaction?
counterspell.
Counterspell.
I have counterspell.
Don't know what that is, but it sounds cool.
It does
I will
exactly
read it
what the
out.
name says. It counters.
It's exactly what the name says.
And it puts her in the wall of ice, or just
If I cast this, the unfortunate thing is I'm only casting it at 3rd level. So I need to know what the level of the spell is.
I'm just reading Counterspell quickly. It's been a while since I've had to deal with Counterspell.
Yeah.
And Wall of Ice is a 6th level evocation.
So I have to roll, I'm guessing.
Yeah, DC is 10 plus the spell's level. So your DC is 16.
My DC is 16?
Yeah.
Oh, guys! Fuck!
So also
My
roll me an
counterspell
explosion
fails.
chance.
Yeah. I was hoping. 17.
See, if only those had been swapped.
Yeah.
So it does not counter the Wall of Ice.
Yeah.
And how many blocks of ice does she get?
Huh.
10 10-foot square panels. So 1, 2, 3, she basically sends up this wall of ice around. Anna, as you are on the line of the wall, you take damage as this erupts from the ground beneath you.
I deserve that. For the amount of things I had the floor erupt on. In last session.
And so that is a disgusting number of dice.
There's no saving throw? Shit. Okay.
There is a saving throw, but I still need to grab the disgusting number of dice first.
Mhm.
Oh, it's just that many dice, eh? It's just.
It's a 6th level spell. It sucks.
Oh, thank God I'm a bear. I mean, I won't be for long, but.
It could be all ones.
That's true.
So you need to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That is just 1d20 because bears don't have dexterity. That is a freaking. It's a nat 20.
Natural 20!
Yes! Yes! Ah!
It feels good!
Bear's putting in so much work.
Bear is putting in fucking work. Because you rolled that 20 on that for the saving throw, basically, as your bear senses tingle as you feel like the ground shake beneath your feet, and you're like, this isn't a picnic basket, and take a leap back.
This isn't a picnic basket.
Because you can't go into the spot with the pillar. So you manage to hop back out of the way of the walls that erupt, and you don't take damage.
Amazing. How tall is this wall?
Goddamn fucking nat 20s. The wall is 10 feet high.
Oh shit! So this isn't something I can just hop over.
No.
Oh shit!
The wall can be damaged. They do have a set AC and health.
Okay. I'm assuming it's opaque, like frosty ice, and not perfectly see-through.
It would probably be some level of translucent, wouldn't it? Like you could see a figure, but not necessarily like directly what's on the other side. It wouldn't be like a solid wall.
Okay.
Light would pass through.
Yeah. Hag. You do see the hag moving within the wall.
Okay.
That puts us to
Fire damage. She's still within 5 feet.
She is. Theo, roll me the burning.
10.
10. Alrighty. And that is... There she gets dex save on that. Okay. That puts us to... Come on, go back. There we go. That puts us to Theo.
Okay, well, bonus action. One of the only moves I really have right now is I'm going to move my sphere over 1 into this thing so that the box becomes this, and I can start chipping away at this ice wall.
Okay.
Just getting rid of my little drawings. So it's literally I just move it 5 feet over.
Yeah.
And then and the ice wall is like 10 feet.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna bark like a dog. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Wow, wow.
Wow, 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 wow. Who's worse? Who's doing worse?
Probably
I
the
haven't
hag.
gotten hit since this started, other than
I'm gonna heal the bear. The bear gets 4 HP.
Thank
Bear
you.
doesn't need HP. Bear's got nat 20 dex saves.
I don't care. Oh wait, no, actually I can't do that. I'm sorry. You don't get 4 HP because that's a
That's a
bonus
bonus
action
action.
only. So I just stand here and I make grumpy face.
Eldritch Blast the wall.
Oh, yeah,
We
right. I could
can-
actually. You're right. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the wall.
Okay.
That's a better idea. Cool. That's a better idea. Eldritch Blast that wall.
Okay, roll me your
crit.
Eldritch Blast.
Oh well, that one doesn't work at all.
Whew. Roll me a severity on that.
I don't wanna.
Well, you got double nat 1, so you're gonna have to.
Oh,
Okay,
Snake Eyes.
That you go to cast a spell and it literally just does not occur, and you're like,
Fuck.
"Where's the
I'm just
swoosh?"
pissed off. I'm like, fuck. And then I throw on the next one. It's the 19.
19. 19 does hit the wall.
Yay.
Roll me the Damaggio.
Yeah, what was that again? 10 plus 2. I'd hit it.
There's the
This is
ones
where
we're
we're at
used
now.
to.
I'm happy the bear gets nothing but nat 20s, but damn.
Starting to feel like home again.
Can I just I'm just gonna randomly roll another d20. It doesn't mean anything. Okay, good. We're not completely cursed.
Not completely.
Not
Until your next
completely.
roll, and then it's going to be back to the nat 1s of the Darklands.
I hope not.
That puts us to Zugink.
Oh wait. Can I roll
Where did Theo hurt the wall?
I would have heard it.
That'd have
Right.
been this panel, because
Well, I
wait.
heard it here, and I've technically hurt these 3 panels here. Because of the area of effect of my flame
fire.
sphere.
Okay, I'm going to attack where the
I'll just blast it.
Eldritch Blast hurts, because that's more obvious to Zugink at the moment.
Real quick question. Do you want me to roll damage for the wall
Soon.
from my flame sphere?
Soon.
Okay, later. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Oh!
Oh no.
Roll me that severity.
Quick, go outside and sacrifice Marco.
Oh boy.
Doing so well, you guys.
So
Fucking ice wall appear.
you take a wind up with your weapon and you hit, but as you do, like some of the ice had broken off from when Theo had hit it, and you end up stepping on a chunk of ice that just kind of shoots up from under your foot, and you fall flat on your ass prone.
Well, I'll stand back up, because I only used 5 feet of my movement. And smack it again. Hopefully this time with better results. Not really. Does an 11 hit the wall?
It does not.
Well, I didn't hit it, so I don't get to blunt end it. So that is my turn.
Yeah,
11
you
doesn't
swing
hit
and
a
your weapon just kind of
wall?
glances off. Pardon?
11 doesn't hit a wall?
Nope.
Well, it is a magical wall.
I suppose.
And the
spell
AC also
explicitly-
covers like the ability to do damage. So I probably hit the wall, just did no damage to it.
Oh,
Yeah. That puts us to Annah. You're muted.
Anna,
if you're
you're
talking.
muted.
I am muted. Apologies. Gabor was farting, and I didn't want it to get picked up on stream, so I muted
That's
me.
fair.
I'm gonna move over to where Zugink is bashing on the wall and try and hit the wall as well.
Okay.
So we don't know what she's up to in there.
She's probably eating those 2
13
people
hits the
that are in
wall.
with her.
13 hits the wall, eh? That's not too bad. Roll D plus 4. 11 damage onto the wall.
Okay.
And then another attack with my claws this time. 23 hitting the wall, I'm sure.
23 definitely hits the wall.
Absolutely happy. Roll D6 plus 4. 8 damage on that spot on the wall.
Okay.
Do we
The
chip
wall.
through?
You've chunked a bunch out of the wall, but you're not quite through. But you are almost there.
Okay. Zip.
Okay. Okay.
Second verse, same as the first. Kay is just going to shoot the part of the wall that everyone else is, or above it at least. Because I don't want to obviously hit my friends, but they're near-ish to where this is, so this might go poorly or great.
It's fine. Just takes a nat 1.
Well, it's a 16.
16 hits the wall.
Cool. 3 damage.
3 more damage.
Hey, 3 damage, team.
Which kind of fits with the arrow hitting a wall of ice.
Yeah.
All things considered.
It just goes boom.
And roll me the damage for the wall, Theo.
Da 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 da. It takes 9 damage. Just those 3 panels.
Okay. Alrighty. And
nothing else.
Yep, there's no people within range of your fire.
Nope.
The hag, seeing how quickly the group is tearing through the wall, is actually going to drop concentration on it. Let's just double flip there. So the wall vanishes and just kind of like cracks and shatters and falls, scattering across the floor. And the hag is going to take a step up. And Zugink and Annah.
Yes.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. 21.
23? Oh no, 22. I can't math.
Alrighty.
Please tell me that's at least half damage.
Yes, you do take half damage from this attack. Let me get the calculator.
I mean, it's not all just ones.
No. Both you and Zugink take 17 points of cold damage.
Alright. Half health in the bear again. With a single attack.
Also, because that is a cone, this one here shatters.
Are you kidding me?
Do I recognize that one?
Odds or evens?
Odds.
Oh my god.
You do.
No!
This is
I am
not one of the
currently
guards, but one of the dock workers that you saw very frequently in Ithamir.
Yep, every goblin swear I know is currently coming out of my mouth.
I look at you and like, ugh. Like being around my mother again.
And that is the hag's turn. That puts us to Theo.
So you have half health on the bear, Annah?
Yes. Yeah.
Which is, what, 17, 18?
17 health.
Okay. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20. Get back in your home.
Okay.
Only 6 damage or 3 damage. It doesn't hurt anyone else.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to... Do I have... What is my line of sight? Not great, but if I go here, I think maybe... Is that better? Actually, if I go here, it's better. I move 10 feet.
You'd have to
Yeah, I
go
think that-
down to not go
Down?
through. Yeah.
So here. So
If you go straight down from the previous position, so if you go down from here,
yeah.
then I believe that is clear line without going
Okay,
through
yeah.
any of the pillar spots.
Okay, excellent. All right, Eldritch Blast.
Okay, roll me those Damagios.
First Eldritch Blast. Fuck
Is
my
a
life.
nat 1. Roll me a severity.
Oh no.
92.
92.
I'm just pissed
Zugink,
off.
Theo is flirting with you again and firing Eldritch Blast over your shoulders.
I see this go over my shoulder. I look back at Zugink, or not. I am Zugink. I look back at Theo, and I'm like, "Not the time to flirt, Theo."
Second one. Holy
Second burst, same as the
fuck!
first. Roll me another one.
63. Excuse me, I restart roll for severity is fucking bitch. Not the time you friggin' read the room. Roll 20.
So Zugink, you turn and like no, it's not the time to flirt, Theo, which kind of just throws Theo off a little bit. And as you turn forward, you see the Eldritch Blast go over your other shoulder.
Sorry, I'm not doing it on purpose.
Maybe you need motivation. If we make it through, I'll kiss you.
What?
And with that, Zugink, it's your turn.
And with that, I try to stab the. Oh, I'm going to take a step forward. Then attempt to stab.
Woo!
Need to be in range for that blunt end.
Yeah.
17 doesn't hit.
Does not hit.
That definitely doesn't hit.
Nope.
Do I have any bonus actions other than my blunt sword? Second wind I already used. Nope. Okay, so that's my turn.
Okay, you take 2 swings, and you swing your first one, and she just kind of bats the end of your glaive blade. Take the second one, she kind of knocks it up again. That puts us to Annah.
Yeah.
Get going, Yogi.
I'm gonna move over here. And give her the old bite. We're gonna go for the jugular this time. Oh no, it was bound to happen.
She's going
You're
for
gonna
your
have to
jugular this
restart,
time.
too.
Roll me roll me your severity.
No, it's a 13!
Immediately restart.
So you lunge up trying to get at her jugular, and instead she just brings her hand up and she gets a good clawy grip on your throat.
Decent. Decent.
You are going to take.
Uh-oh.
Oof, 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
DM, I meant to move at the end of my turn.
How far?
Literally just behind this
Yeah.
pillar.
That's fine. You would have had the movement for it.
Okay.
Wish I had learned about copy paste earlier. And then I go for the claws at the jugular. It's so
Okay.
much easier than me typing like a fool.
And actually, if I remember correctly, 20, and then if you're also in that text box and you're just rolling the exact same things you did before, you can just push up,
Yeah.
and it'll refill the last thing you put in.
You
Yeah.
can push up.
And you can also just
Yeah.
keep going up your list. That's
Yeah.
how I've been playing Zugink, because I pretty much always go up one or two.
Yeah, because it's always the same couple of rolls that you're using.
Yeah.
Explain this up concept.
So
Up arrow.
in the text
Up arrow.
box, so if I roll something and then in the text box, immediately I press up, it puts it back in there again. So just up on your keyboard.
I gotcha. That's pretty. Look at you guys teaching me something new. Never too old. All right, but I'm gonna have to type out the actual damage, which is 2d6 plus fur. 14 damage at her throat.
So how are you removing her throat?
I'm so glad she's dead. Okay,
Fucking bitch!
just one claw. I'm gonna go with this one, the way I'm picturing it, and like one fell swoop, and then I lean down as the bear and offer it to Zugink. Her throat in my bear claw. Fuck that hag.
Bear for the win.
Does Theo's fire immediately light the dead hag on fire?
I should hope so.
The fire is roasting the hag currently.
But it stays there.
Like, is the hag on fire though? If not, I want to like pull out my torch and just start trying to light the hag on fire. I want ashes left.
The hag does light on fire.
How many rounds was that?
That's a lot.
Several.
A bunch.
Like several? How long is a round again? Is this 6
6
seconds? 6 seconds of combat, so 6 times 7 is...
According to my rolls, that combat took 7 rounds.
7
49.
rounds?
Or no, 42. Sorry, I'm bad at math.
Yeah. I need to bring my
Numbers.
calculator.
If it lasts 1 minute, it lasts 10 rounds.
42.
Yeah. So I have, 18 seconds of that flame sphere left.
Okay, so the flaming sphere burns over the hag's body for that extra 18 seconds, and it does light ablaze. As the hag dies, you also see the pillars of ice encasing the people kind of the pulsing of them slow and stop. And as the pulsing stops, 2 things happen. First, the pillars of ice encasing all the people crack and shatters to the ground, and like the ice shatters to the ground, leaving the bodies behind. The people who you had kind of roasted, like immediately kind of like wince in pain at the sudden newfound sensations.
I go up to them and I go, sorry!
And the people seem like they seem groggy as they're trying to figure out like what's going on, where they are, all that kind of stuff. They are still very much in this like wispy-esque appearance, and they are still somewhat translucent, so you can still see through them a bit.
Oh, well, we're still in the other dimension. Shit. It seems.
The other thing that happens, and Theo, I want you to roll me an Arcana check.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, we gotta run like hell, guys.
19.
Oh.
Yep, you'd know from school that the demiplane is about to collapse as you watch the ground shift and rupture.
We gotta go.
And the demiplane is collapsing from the source of magic that had been sustaining it and radiating outwards.
Theo, how do we get out of here? I don't think
so-
we have enough time to get up that shaft we came down.
Yeah, the collapse will get rapidly worse as and more dangerous as time goes. Yeah, as a large crack splits across the floor, running right past Theo and Zugink. I'd like you both to make me dex saves.
Oh, of course. Are you gonna fucking kill us, Aaron?
Huh.
Dexterity save at 14.
5. So as the ice, or as the ground kind of ruptures right along here, Zugink, you see the person here start to fall back, and you reach out and don't quite grab them as you reach over Theo's shoulder. But Theo, you do manage to grab the person and pull them away from the away from the
Having
rupture.
missed the person, I hug Theo and just pull him back after grabbing the person.
Seriously, what do you lift, mammoths?
Only on Tuesdays.
No, it's Mammoth Mondays. Mammoth Mondays.
Mammoth Mondays. 2-ton Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So as what is the party doing? Is the cave around you starts to kind of crack and fall apart, and you've got currently 26 people.
We have to at least leave the cave. We have to run as fast as we can.
How many of these people can we fit in the bag of holding?
5 minutes? A lot.
So quick follow-up, Aaron. When I cast Portal before, at the end of last round, I only sensed the one, which was the one that the hag used to move, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Kay's immediate assumption is, I think we have to go back out the way we got here.
Theo, do you have a spell slot?
I've got nothing.
No
I'm
spell slot.
completely tapped out.
Then I can't carry you all out with the fly thing again.
Are we seriously considering putting them in the bag of holding? Because I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think we should put the people in the bag of holding. I don't think we breathe here.
The only other thing I could do is I can ritual cast Lehman's tiny hut and hope that protects us.
Roll me an Arcana check. Actually, Theo, with your Arcana check from before, you'd know that if the dimension is collapsing, tiny hut's not going to save you.
Okay, cool. There is nothing. Even if I had a spell slot, there is nothing I can do.
What happens if it collapses around us? Do we just get shunted back to our plane? That wouldn't be horrible.
Would I know that?
I want the planar warrior to roll for that one.
Yeah, roll me an Arcana check, okay?
It's a 14. Kay's response is one of two things can happen. We either get shunted back to where we came from, or we die.
I like the first one. Are you confident about the first one? I like if you're 95% sure about the first one.
Kay's gonna be one of two things can happen. I don't know what the odds are. I'm not familiar with this plane. I know that stuff can happen.
Theo, roll me an Arcana check.
Wait, do we get shunted back to our plane or
double
random
nat
plane?
20s?
On both sides.
Where the fuck were you 5 minutes ago? Okay.
Waiting to save you from the from zooming and be we'll just wait it out. With this being a created demiplane, you'd be shunted to wherever the demiplane exists within space,
so we could be floating
usually
in
an abyss.
Yeah. So we could be stuck in the astral sea.
Okay, but how do we actually
the likelihood
get out
of being dead is excruciatingly high.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to get out, but how?
Yeah.
The only portals we know of are 3 days away. And I don't think the plane's going to last that long, and we don't have a way out of this hole either way.
We can't rest. So
Should we check the house?
We should go back to the house.
Yeah.
Is there anything at the house
try
that
the house.
needed?
Well,
Okay,
there's one room. There's one room we know nothing about.
Yeah.
In the house.
That house might not even be part of this plane because the stuff was different.
Yeah. That's we have to try the house. That's literally the only thing we've got.
Okay.
Okay, let's get everyone into the bag of holding, or as many as we can.
You would not be able to fit everyone in the bag of holding.
Anyone that can't fit in the bag of holding is going on Zugang's shoulders.
Kay is literally just running back to the house. Kay has literally no concern for any of the other beings present in this room besides Theo and Anna. Zugank is questionable, but Kay is running ahead to get to the house to see if there's something that can be found that might be of use.
All right, fair enough. We can load people on me as a bear. Actually, we can drape them over a big bear back.
Yeah.
Between me, the bag of holding, and the bear, hopefully we can get everyone who's alive. the 3 people or 3 or 4 people we specifically saw die probably aren't worth carrying back.
Yeah, we're gonna have to leave them behind.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, the bag of holding can hold 500 pounds, and the amount of air they have is 10 minutes divided by number of people.
Here, okay,
I was
And
guessing that
You have been breathing here. You just have not been resting.
Okay.
There's 118 pounds worth of equipment in my bag, so
So you get like 2, maybe 3 people, depending on their size. Or
Well,
we
we
could
only
just
have, like-
tell everybody to fucking run.
are
Yeah.
they sleeping?
No,
Oh,
they're
said they were
conscious.
too
They're
groggy.
a little bit groggy, but
It's
they are
that
also
s-
panicking because the ground is like shattering
Yeah.
around them.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
I'm
they
gonna
need-
pick up the people who seem like least in it and just be like, look at everyone else and be like, some of you know me, some of you don't, but you have to trust me now. Follow me. Let's get a
Yeah.
fucking move on.
It's time to go right now.
So the party starts running back towards the house.
yes.
Kay, you arrive at the house first because you had taken off before the rest of the party.
Yep.
What are you doing?
2 things. 1, screaming at the elf lady in the bed or checking to see if she's still there. 2, trying to break into the hag's room because she's dead now, so in theory residual magic that she casted might be gone. Kay has no idea if that's the actual case or not, but he is going to try, 1, to wake up the elf and tell her that the dimension is collapsing, and then immediately run towards the door.
Okay. You run in. The elf is in the bed, and you quickly kind of like shake her and yell her awake, and she's like, what is going on? And like she starts like panicking because like she can feel like the ground shaking.
It's just
And it's like,
the
what's
dimension.
going on?
The dimension's collapsing.
What? How do we get out?
It's a very good question. I'm glad you asked. And then Kay is literally going to turn and leave the room and head towards the hag's like bedroom office space.
Okay, and how are you trying to get into the room?
Well, my first gut is literally just going to be to put my hand on the door handle and see if I can open it, or see if there's like a magical reaction, similar to when Zugink tried to like yeet an axe at it or something, but not aggressively. Just try and
tried to
open the
kick it open.
door.
You grab the doorknob and turn it. The door is locked.
Cool. If I like punch the door lightly, what happens?
You feel a shockwave back as the force you'd applied is basically kicked back at you.
Cool. So I'm like, son of a bitch. Kay's gonna yell at the elf lady, "Hey, do you have the keys to your master's bedroom?" I mean, she's dead, so at least in this
She's
case,
dead? What?
No.
What did you do?
I did nothing. A bear ripped out her throat.
What? No, I don't have the key. She had it.
Kay is going to whip out his stupid rock and hopefully be like, "Hey, did one of you guys grab a key off the burning corpse of the hag?"
No.
Zugink does not have one of these.
/ Can one of you grab a key off the burning corpse of the hag?
Who's fastest?
Probably me.
And as you turn and run back to try and retrieve a key, you look and the room where the bodies had been, where the hag was, has already started collapsing like quite heavily. And the broken ice, the body of the hag, everything that was in that room is currently gone.
Alright, I'm just gonna turn around. Not even gonna bother trying to respond.
Cool. Kay's going to scream into the rock at Zugink's friend.
Draenor?
Yeah, that's the one. It's and Kay's going to very specifically address Drano, being like, "Drano, the dimension is collapsing. We might be bringing people back."
Or we might die. We might be dying.
No. I don't say that. That is stupid. Kay would never say that. Y'all, the rest of you have 2 of you have stones. Some of you, wait, no, one of you has stones, because one of the 2 of you gave yours to Draenor.
That's right.
I think
So
Theo. I think Anna, was it Anna who gave theirs to Drano, or I think so. Either way, but a moment passes, and Drano's like, well, if it's collapsing, then get out of there. Like, what are you? Where are you? What are you doing?
Pick up my stone. We're about 3 days in, we think, but we don't know if it's gonna, how long it's gonna take for this thing. Wait, do I know how long it's gonna take for this dimension to collapse?
Roll me another. Actually, with your nat 20 double nat 20 from our Arcana from last time. The speed at which it collapses depends on the size of the dimension.
Yeah.
As well as like how much power had been or was required to maintain it.
Yeah.
Some of them are destroyed almost instantaneously for small demiplanes. Others can take weeks or even months to destroy. For like massive demiplanes, as wherever the source of power was is gone, it just ruptures out from that point. You don't know exactly how big it is.
Yeah, I don't know how big this is.
we can assume it's at least 3 days of traversal big. Anyways, Kay is going. Question for DM.
Yes.
Has it been more than a day since we initially entered this maze cave structure place? Damn it.
So no, you do not have your amulet of fog.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out.
That's fair.
What can be done in this particular scenario?
Like if we don't know how big the area is, if it might take, and I don't know how big it is.
Can Kay try to lockpick the door to the room with objects from the kitchen? I think it was a kitchen. Pretty sure it was a kitchen.
There was a kitchen there.
And use sleight of hand to attempt it?
You can attempt.
I don't. Kay is panicking right now,
That's fair.
And he's trying to.
Yeah. How long did it take us to get from the entrance to the house?
From the entrance of the cave, or from the entrance of the portal?
To the entrance of this plane.
Of this plane. It was
half a day to town, and then less than a day or so. No, it was longer than half a day to town.
It was a day and a half it was a full day of walking to get from town from the portal to the town, and then you've been in the undergrounds for less than a day.
Okay,
our route also wasn't direct though, and we also flew down that shaft. That's the problem I'm seeing with getting back up there.
It's
we don't really have a way to get back up that shaft.
Yeah.
Especially with this many people.
Yeah.
But the only way we know of back is the path that splits at that shaft.
Yeah.
Could we confer another exit based on what we know from the mines in the real world?
But it didn't actually
the mines don't mirror the real world, though.
Yeah, they didn't mirror the real world. They were completely different.
Again, YK is trying to break into the Hag's room.
Yeah.
One thing that you would know in regards to the mine and it not mimicking the one in the real world is a lot of what was in these caves would have, you assume, been pre-mining, which is why there's such a massive disparity.
Right.
Yeah, which means that there's, like, we explored from the, like, where it split the soul. We went to several dead ends, found the Minotaur and the spiders, and those were both dead ends.
Yeah.
And then the only ways other than that were back towards where we came.
Yeah.
And over in this direction.
Essentially, if I can't get a short rest and cast fly on 2 people, and this thing is collapsing like in the next 4 hours, we're dead.
So again, Kay is going to attempt to break into the room.
Okay.
I don't know how this is going to play out, but sleight of hand, I assume.
Yeah. So you grab various things from the kitchen and you try and jam them in, and like you try and get the knife in and just like turn, but it just kicks back immediately as you do.
Kay is yelling at the elf, like, "Hey, do you know of any any maps of the cave systems around here that your master might have kept?"
Maps? No. We if it's collapsing, we have to get out of here. What? And like she's just like confused and panicking right now.
Are we there yet?
Yeah, oh yeah, you'd be strolling up to the house.
Theo busts in. He sees the elf lady. He goes right up to her. He grabs her by the shoulders. Gets face to face and goes, "You need to start thinking real clearly, real quickly. If you don't give us a solid answer, we're all fucking dead. D-E-A-D, dead. Do you know of any way out of this place or that doesn't involve climbing the shaft? Think clearly now. Take a deep breath."
And roll me a. With this, I kind of want to say intimidation.
Oh yeah, I'll roll
Yeah,
intimidation.
roll me intimidation on this.
It's only a 9.
Well, it's better than her 2. She kind of like stops and like it's like kind of like breathing. There should be a tunnel.
Think
near the mine shaft.
near the mine shaft, okay? And it's a way out?
I think it would have to be because I didn't come down the mine shaft when I was brought here.
All right then, that's at least something. Keep going. Let's try and get out the mine shaft. We need to leave.
Also, the darkness spell has since vanished as well.
Yeah. It's our best bet.
One moment before we try to get out, I want to pull out my crowbar and try it on the door. There's a decent chance that it's just going to like blast out of the way again, but
Okay, shove your crowbar in. And this would be athletics.
Okay. $22.
22. You cram that crowbar in there, give it a good hard shove, and with your athletics, you manage to not have it kick back and try and take out your ribs.
Yay.
Okay, so this door is not opening.
All right, cool. So once Kay witnesses Zugink fail, Kay's gonna be like, "All right, yay!" And he's just gonna go. He's gonna start running towards the cave system because he's Kay, and he's gonna just start beelining his way back to the mine shaft.
Okay. So as the group is attempting to flee through the mines, trying to work their way back towards the mine shaft, like the walls and ground are cracking and breaking free, gradually falling into like a frosty abyss. Looking back as you see some of the rocks falling, you watch as like they kind of like get coated in ice as they drop before like shattering along other like as they hit like an outcrop and shatter on that. What is the party doing to try and help get everyone out and help get like how is the party trying to contribute to getting out? What is each person doing? Kay
is leading. Kay is objectively not giving a shit about anyone else. He's literally leading the way as the thing to follow.
Okay. Roll me a
If you're
survival check.
Oh, this will be fun. It's a 12.
Okay. Annah.
Yeah, so telepathically speaking, as the bear to Rosalie, I want to invite her to hop onto me and then to guide me to where she thinks the tunnel that's not the mine shaft would be, considering she's the only one that could have any sort of recollection here.
Okay, roll me a persuasion check.
Yeah. Fudge. It's a
Okay.
9. I'm a friendly bear, I swear.
Theo.
If she doesn't get on, I tell her to get on the
Oh,
get on the
she
bear.
gets on, but she's still panicking right now. Theo.
I'm going to yell down the line. I'm going to say, "Follow the fucking bear," and then I'm gonna reach over. I'm gonna grab Rosalie's dress. I'm gonna go, "I'm very sorry, dear, but you have to be the light that shows us the way." And I'm gonna cast light on her, on her dress. So her dress is now bright, shining out there. And I'm going to be like, move as fast as you can, move as together as you can, help everyone around you, just keep in sight of the fucking bear. I'm going to, and as they're moving and like ice is shattering and falling, I'm going to, with just my cantrips, I guess.
Theo, roll me a charisma or a performance check for your everyone follow the bear.
Performance check.
Yeah, give me a performance check.
The 14.
Yeah.
14? Alrighty.
Yeah.
Okay, and then as you're saying, with your cantrips...
Like, if there's, like, any big stalagmites falling down, the only thing I can do is, like, cast an Eldritch Blast at it and hope it hits.
Okay.
That's literally all I can do. I can Misty Step, but
But that doesn't help everyone else.
that doesn't help everyone else.
Zugink, what are you doing to try and help get everyone through?
So Zugink's kind of taking up the rear, like whenever someone trips, just pretty much just straight up lifting them back to their feet. It's like, no tripping. Like, we got to get going. Anyone who's like too exhausted to continue, just straight up picking them up, throwing them on a shoulder, willing to throw some of my own gear off my own back to better carry everyone if need be.
Okay, roll me an athletics check.
Why?
So after the fight with the hag, you're feeling a little bit tired from the combat and being blasted with ice, but you're doing what you can to help people get moving. And as the group and the party races forward, trying to find their way out, you seem to be making a little bit of progress and getting further away from where it's collapsing, moving that little bit faster than what's collapsing. Theo, roll me Arcana.
20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So as the some stalagmites do start to kind of like crack and fall, and as you're running, you're watching the lines of where the cracks are going, and spotting where they're going to be going to, and you actually end up taking some precursor shots at some stalagmites and breaking them free and destroying them before they have a chance to start falling on the group. So you're kind of shooting them ahead of the group. As the party continues running through the mines, you find your way up to the mine shaft, and an illusory wall you had seen a wall there before, but the wall is clearly vacant at this point, leading down another shaft.
Like a vertical down shaft, or just
another path.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going down. No, it is leading slightly up.
Is Rosalie signaling that this might be the way to go, or?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going back anyway, so if it wasn't the way to go, we're still going.
Yep.
I veer off the path that she's pointing
Okay, so
to.
you start heading down that path. As you continue running along, I'll get another survival check from Kay.
Okay, survival check.
Sorry, 24.
Nat 20.
Natural
Nice.
20. Yay.
Right back to the nat 20s. Alrighty. So you're finding a good solid path. Okay, and just racing along, and you do help the party pick up the pace a bit. Theo, as you enter into this smaller tunnel, is there anything that you are doing aside from keeping the? How long does light last? Is it a minute or an hour?
Light lasts up to an hour.
Up to an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a concentration spell or no?
No, actually.
Okay. So Rosalie is still the beacon of follow this fucking bear.
Yeah.
As you're racing up this other tunnel, is there anything additional you're trying to do to help keep the group going or anything like that?
I'm just being bossy Theo. Come on, everyone. Grab a buddy. Let's go through. We don't have time. Let's go.
If anyone's really lagging and there's more space, I'll crab more people onto the bear if they don't mind getting buddy.
I think currently the bear is full of people.
All right, bear's full.
I'm just going to say, if you can't, just grab a buddy and pull yourself along.
So I'm pretty sure that if we had any more people that were trying to put on the bear, we'd have to go full Dragon Age party where they just come out of the horses.
Yeah. That's how it all works. They all go into the horse.
I'll send you a comic for that after, Mel. I think Jamie knows exactly what comic I'm talking about.
I sure do.
So Theo, roll me persuasion.
Persuasion, you say? Oh, I'm not very persuasive this time.
Alrighty. And as you're still hauling people along, is there anything else that you're trying to do as you're going?
No, I don't think I'd have the dexterity to like bat shit away as it's gonna fall on people. So I'm just gonna try and get me and my crew out.
Roll me athletics then.
Oh no.
As a bear.
Athletics is dexterity based?
No, athletics is physical strength.
That's the strength based. Hell yeah.
Yeah, athletics is a bear.
So doing that fun thing. Oh, that's not working. Pushing up is not. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, no. It did the attack roll. Alright. D20. And my strength is awesome. Oh, it's a 13. Not so awesome.
Okay.
You can press up more than once and it will cycle through.
Oh. Okay, really cool.
It's okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
I just learned that today too.
And Sylvania, are you still keeping up the tail end, or is there anything else you're doing?
At tail end, just trying to keep everyone on their feet, picking up people if they need.
Okay, roll me another athletics check then. As you're picking up the tail end.
23!
Nice.
That adrenaline started pumping.
Second win.
Yes, it did. Alrighty. And... Ooh, that was a good one then. So looking back, you can see as the ground continues collapsing behind you, but you are continuing to make a bit more progress ahead of it, giving yourself at least a tiny bit of breathing room. You race along this cave, and Anna, roll me a perception check.
Oh, you bet your sweet Bippy. 16.
16. After a little bit of running along this path, you recognize a little bit of where you are, and this is the path that Chirks had taken you down.
Hey!
So the party races through the mines, and one last once we go. And as you do reach towards the end, and there is a frozen wall of ice ahead of you.
Fuck's sakes.
Hang on.
I immediately cast Eldritch Blast at it.
Yeah, as you're running, you cast Eldritch Blast. Roll me an attack roll.
Do I get my two? Two?
Yeah, you get both of them.
First one, second one.
Okay, and then roll me damage for both.
Which is 2. Those aren't elves.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I need to add another +2.
Okay, so Anna,
So it would be 16.
As you're barreling along, you have a couple Eldritch blasts fly past you and smash into the ice wall up ahead. It takes a couple chunks off, but the wall is still present. Kay, you're up ahead as well. What are you doing?
Really, at this point, I'm beelining it, right? So, like, my focus is whatever clear path to the exit is. I'm not looking really back, communicating back. I'm just going.
Well, there's currently a wall of ice ahead of you.
I mean,
Yeah.
which is fine, but by K standards, the only thing he is literally capable of doing is, like, I can't even hit it with anything. I don't have anything to hit it with.
Okay.
Start punching. Use your metal fist. Honor strike.
Actually, it's a lie. I have a hand axe. I'm gonna whip out a hand axe and start chipping away at the ice wall in front of me, because that's literally, I guess, my
Is
only
that the
option.
hand axe that Zugink shoved in your underwear when you refused to put pants on?
It 100% is.
Yeah, that's the only weapon I currently have on me, I believe.
Aside from the crossbow. Roll me 2 attacks.
Can I just use the short sword button?
Yeah. Your attack roll won't change either way. Okay, roll me damage for the second one. Okay. Anna, you are rapidly approaching a large wall of ice.
Yeah, so what I want to do is I want to lay down my one shoulder and try and safely slide everybody off the bear as I'm moving. So can that happen without an abrupt stop? Can I let everyone onto the floor?
You can try.
All right.
Roll me a performance
Yeah.
check.
All right, nat 20 to like
Nat
slide
20.
them off me.
Okay.
And then what I want to do is leap into the air, dispel wild shape, and cast flaming spear at the wall.
Yeah.
Spear, sorry.
Flaming sphere.
Spear, not spear.
Okay.
Blech.
You're galloping as the bear, and then just like I imagine almost a barrel roll as like these people like kind of tumble off. None of them get hurt.
Yes,
But
okay, good.
you land and then conjure up a flaming sphere and hurl that at the wall. Roll me Damagios.
DiMaggio,
As you slam that
so
into the wall.
which I believe at 3rd level is at 5th level I think it's 3d6.
Fifth
Let me
level?
At 3rd level,
3d6.
it is 3d6.
3d6 of fire DiMaggio. It's only 10 damage
Okay, that slams into the wall.
of fire variety.
But it is enough. The wall had 30 health. As like Kay's smashing on it with the hand axe, a couple Eldritch blasts come slamming in, and then this fireball as Yogi is no longer. Is that last little bit of push you need to smash it open. And as the ice wall shatters, you do find yourselves out in the mountains.
Fuck, go.
As some of the people get out of the caves, they're like, you see them kind of like stop and just kind of looking around. It's like, we're out, we're free.
It's not done yet.
Keep going.
Yeah,
This whole
knowing what we
plane
know.
is collapsing. We need to get to the portal. Kay, you know where it is. Lead the way.
Yeah, I guess that was the question. Can we easily confer what the way we need to go from here? Like, Anna feels fairly confident having recognized the mine shaft that we left in.
Yeah.
So, can I try and roll for that as well?
Yeah, you can roll survival as well if you're trying to figure out where the heck you're going.
22 to try and retrace our steps back to the portal entrance.
Okay. So you and Kay kind of have a little bit of a disagreement on which direction it is initially, but once you kind of point out, I was like, no, we're north of the town right now. Like we're not east of it. And it's like, like just Kay had just like a misremembering of like where the
He
where
got
the
confused
where
with
the
underground.
entrance that you guys encountered Brooks at was. But you do end up picking a direction and beelining that way.
Yeah.
Theo, are you still shouting to the group and being
Yep.
bossy dad? Okay, roll
Yeah,
me
yes.
roll me an intimidation check for this one.
Oh, I forgot to see if we explode.
rolled 12. I'm not a very intimidating dice.
And Zuki, I'm assuming that you're still just like grabbing people and like keeping them up.
Yeah, keeping people up, taking up the rear.
Okay, roll me another athletics check.
Nat 2027.
Nice. Alrighty, and so as the like some of the people kind of like stopped and just kind of like looking around, and as you're like kind of grabbing them and like kind of pushing them on, you do watch as like the cave entrance that you had just come out of starts to like crumble and shatter, as it seems like the collapse is catching up a little bit. You're still far enough ahead that it's not an immediate problem, but it was catching up.
We gotta move.
Yeah, I'm slower now, but I can be more help to stragglers.
So as you beeline it hard towards the cave, or not away from the cave, you do start to, or like you've got your heading, you're racing along. Kay and Anna, give me one more survival check as you're racing along.
21.
And Kay.
19.
19. Okay. Zugi and Chromian athletics check because you're still hauling people's asses along.
18.
18.
Adrenaline is starting to wear off. It's like, no, need to keep going. This is exhausting, but I don't get exhausted here. It makes no sense.
And Theo, what are you doing as you're racing along for the last stretch here?
Encouraging. I start prestidigitating fireworks and sparks and just being like, come on, let's go.
Roll me a
Cheerleader.
performance check.
Amazing.
Someone goes to fall down, I mage hand scoop them, push them back up.
Yeah, someone's about to trip on a rock. You mage hand flick the rock out of the way.
Flick the rock out of the way. I cast guidance on people. I'm just throwing shit out.
As you're racing along the it does start to catch up, and you start watching as like some of the cracks are now like winding around underneath your feet. I'd like everyone to make me acrobatics checks.
Oh, hell.
I don't like
acrobatics or
it.
athletics as you're trying to leap from one ledge to the next as the ground kind of unshelves itself.
Either of those.
Whee!
23.
Well done.
Athletics.
It's a 5 for me.
I rolled a 9.
I'm short now.
Okay.
10.
Doing great, guys. We're gonna live.
You falter quite a bit as the ground kind of unshelves beneath you, and like you're getting ready to jump, or you're running and getting ready to jump as like the ground like drops half a foot, and you kind of stumble forward and fall. You kind of pick yourself up and just like kind of still your resolve as you keep running. As the ground off to your right just starts crumbling away into this like black abyss. I'll get everyone to give me another athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay.
26.
13.
Yeah, it's 4. It's worse. My land stride is not coming into any usefulness.
Kay and Anna, I'd like you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, fudge. 17.
22.
And as you run, you like give it your best as you like leap across a ledge, but your foot slips a little bit as you go, and you're like scrambling, reaching, trying to grab, and you do manage to grab a rock along the ledge that hadn't yet shifted, and one of the people he'd been helping along reaches down, grabs you, and pulls you up and keep going.
Teamwork and friendship.
Okay, you leaving don't have quite enough gumption, but as you you land with your feet on the edge, start to fall back, but manage to reach out and grab the back of Zugink's armor and just like use that to haul yourself back up. And as you're making that final stretch, there's ground in front of you can see the archway of the portal, and as you're near it, the ground in front of it starts to collapse down, and I'd like everyone to give me one last athletics or acrobatics check.
Oh, fudge.
Oh no!
17.
11.
19.
I think I gotta do a dexterity save, don't I?
Theo and Anna, please give me a dexterity saving throw.
12.
7. Can I use Misty Step?
Yep, you could use Misty
Okay,
Step.
I use to keep myself on the path. I use Misty Step.
Yeah, Theo, you hit the ledge, and like as you're about to push off, the rock beneath your foot gives away, and you start to tumble down, like reaching and flailing to grab on the ledge. You can't find any purchase, but you look up and you can see that last bit of destination just in range, and you use Misty Step. And as you hit the portal, you pass through.
So would I be able to... Oh, go on.
Well, you can go first.
Would I be able to cast a spell knowing that I'm jumping and not going to make the jump, rather? Could I cast millipedes to surge forth from a part in the ground and spread over the 20-foot square? Because millipedes do not... I do have a spell slot for it.
And what are you trying to do with the millipedes?
So basically, from the ledge that I'm not quite making, I want to have the millipedes spring forth from there, out in their 20-foot square, creating that kind of difficult terrain that I could land onto and actually make the ledge, like the jump.
Roll me a surge.
Oh yes, I'd love to do that. It's a 14.
14.
I should roll Surge too.
Oh yes, because Misty Step is
Just in case.
Yeah. Did not explode. Mel, yeah, you cast that millipedes, and it's like stretching, and you're like not sure if it's going to make it as like they're stretching, but you manage to just like hit it and just like scramble yourself on and up the ledge. Some of you behind you are kind of screaming as like suddenly this like surge of millipedes burst forth, but they see you climbing up it and scrambling, and they're more afraid of the ground collapsing around them.
Excellent.
You manage to scramble your way up and get through the portal.
Are there people behind me though? How many?
Yes. Yeah, there's the people. The other people are coming and like chasing and following.
Okay. Could I stay and help people across the millipedes?
Yep. You could be there and trying to grab them. Roll me a athletics check.
And in the meantime, I just want to know if I can pick up my short sword.
Yes, you'd be able to grab your short sword on your way out.
Nice.
Perfect. Sorry, this was just very important. The short sword was in the ground as a landmark, like at the portal.
Yep.
So I'm like, if we are at the portal, I'm like,
your short sword is there.
Yeet!
Yep. Yeah, and you're like trying to grab people and trying to help them along. Okay, you're able to grab your sword as you slip through the portal and are back on solid ground. Zugink, you get a nice clear leap across the portal and land. Are you helping people along, or are you going through the portal?
I'm helping people.
Okay, roll me an athletics
I'm the
check.
last one going through that portal.
Okay, roll me an athletics check.
Oh, only 11.
Okay. Yeah, despite the fact that you can't get exhausted here, you can get tired, and you're like physically just tired, and you're running out of steam, but you're reaching out and grabbing people and trying to throw them through. One person jumps and just about to miss, and you manage to grab them, throw them through. And as you're looking around, I want you and Anna to make me a perception check.
Oh shit. 22.
13.
13. Zugink, you're like, I think that's everyone. And you're not seeing anyone else. Anna, you spot one person just like clinging onto the edge of the millipedes, trying to pull themselves up. And are able to, you like spot them and are able to reach down, grab them, and help pull them up the rest of the way.
Yes.
As the two of you are no longer seeing anyone trying to traverse the area and are able to step through the portal. And with that, the party has escaped.
We survived somehow.
You
I'm
survived.
gonna like half crash into Theo and just like kiss on the cheek and is like, I promise that.
Theo's just like,
just
Stunned.
dazed.
Yeah, I'm just laying in the snow now, just like I'm exhausted.
I'm gonna just, okay, well, I guess I'll start, do I cast, do I make a dome? I don't know.
And
I'm gonna try making one anyway.
And with that, we're gonna call a break here because I know Jamie has to boogie. But I want to have people get out before we call that break. Yeah, we'll be back in 10-ish minutes. So be back soon. Hitting more buttons. And we are back. No, you're not actually exhausted. You're tired as fuck, but not exhausted.
Oh,
Yet.
well, yeah. Basically what I mean.
So as the group has gotten through the portal, as long with as many of those who managed to survive the bout along with you, you had messaged Draenor basically saying that like the place is collapsing. Draenor is currently by the portal. When you messaged her, she basically beelined it for the portal. So she is currently there. And as the group of you take a look at the people you freed, most of them are still extremely wispy and even more translucent than they were before. Their details are extremely vague, and it's a lot harder to make out who's who, as their body and their features kind of shift while they're standing there.
We
Theo,
probably need to bring them down to the people in the ice and recombine them somehow.
can I get Theo to make a Arcana check? $22. So Theo's actually very surprised. This is the first time they've actually seen a person's spirit being separated from the body. At least in this manner. But when a soul or a spirit is ejected from a body within the material plane, they don't tend to last very long. Usually only a couple days at most. Before they just kind of fade out of existence.
Does that mean we need to go now?
That would mean you're currently muted, Mel.
Burns.
So you're ranting and raving.
Yeah.
I did not hear.
That's fair. I was trying to mimic Theo. Anyway, so they've probably got a few days at most. We're exhausted. I don't know if we should push through or risk a day resting.
No, if they need.
Since Theo specifically started communicated that they were going to start ritual casting Lumen's tiny hut, like as they left the portal, Kay is going to assume rest because we're tired, we're exhausted, nothing good can come out of us getting into a potential combat scenario in our current states.
The hut is
Short
there.
rest or long rest, though?
Long rest?
I guess we're not actually that far away from where the body should be frozen. Because if we retrace the steps we just took
3 days.
in the other dimension, theoretically.
Because in the other dimension, you did not have like the requirement to stop or sleep or rest or anything of the sort.
Short rest.
Well, I meant like as the plane was collapsing, like walking through that tunnel and then coming up the way. Like, I don't think it's that far, unless we stretch time more than I think. Like, I'm thinking like...
I stretched time quite a bit through
It
that.
took us days to get here from town. We know how far. We know the exact path. Like, we're not going to get lost, but we know at a brisk pace, I think it was 3 days.
Yeah.
So, if we're resting in this hut that I've made, do I have to roll surge for that?
But I was more thinking
Yes,
we'd probably want to take the route we just took. So, like, go back down that tunnel. Because the goblins are sort of our friends.
Not. I like your optimism.
But we did kill the queen.
Yes, they don't know that yet. And I meant to ask to keep her head and I forgot. So we're going to have to prove that to Brooke that she's dead.
So is the party going to try and take a short rest or a long rest?
Take a short rest.
How long of a journey did it take for us to get from the crystals to here?
It's a 3-day journey to town. And it's going to be about a 3-day journey to get to where you were in the mine.
About 3 days, even taking the shortcut through the goblin area?
Yes.
It's not
it's still the
technically
same
a shortcut.
Yeah, because you're still reaching the same end point in the mine.
Okay. But you think
and the way that you would come out of the mine is only about an hour out of town. So it's not like you'd be cutting off days from that either.
You think they will only last a couple days? Oh, this is a good scenario.
We're gonna cut it close, but the thing is, we can't risk exhaustion.
What does exhaustion do again? Please remind me. Is it
Bunch of
half?
Bad,
It's
bad, and very
at number
bad.
6, you die.
Okay, I'm just gonna nod and cool. Yeah.
Again, Kay is voting for one long rest. Like, we can push through shorter rests and things, like through through travel, but like we need to long rest.
I can't come up with a better solution.
Agrees with you. Annah disagrees, but she'll go with the democracy vote. So Annah thinks it should be a short rest. And then we should boogie.
Okay.
The problem is a short rest doesn't prevent us from exhaustion.
Well, technically neither does a long rest.
Hey, wait, okay,
long rest will remove one level of exhaustion if you have one.
So
but a long rest, like if we try to extend the day too far, we start getting hit with exhaustion. Where
you have a chance of it. Long rest will remove one level of exhaustion.
Okay,
but long rest stops us from getting the exhaustion if we don't push ourselves too far.
Yes. So wait, then hold on. How tired are we right now?
Currently, you're not.
Okay.
Like, you're a little bit like, oh, we just ran a whole bunch, but you're not. You have no levels of exhaustion.
Okay, so like we could do a full day's worth of travel, sleep, do a full night's rest and then carry on. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because really, Kay's just worried about getting into a fight that we can't do anything about. If we're out and about, we have Draenel here. We've traveled this path before. It wasn't a threat. Maybe we could get away with carrying on as far as we can for a day, doing the long rest overnight, because it's 3 days travel that's with rest, food, and everything.
Yeah, that's the
So-
standard 8 hours of walking, and then like the time of downtime, and then a full night's rest.
Cool.
Does
So-
Sylvania still have her message stone? Sorry to interrupt.
She should.
She would. Yeah.
Why don't we message Sylvania to be like, just to break up your forge building thing for a bit? We're in a pickle. This is where we are. Send people in town to help us
But if
clear
town's
the way.
3 days away,
Okay, that's fine, but if we're worried about a fight, I still think we should short rest and not risk the lives of these people. And if our concern is that a combat may arise, we can absolutely have these people come out, come prepared, come with provisions, whatever, the way that we tell them to meet us and clear the way and help guard us and whatnot. So that way combat isn't necessarily a problem because we got all of Zugink's mind buddies ready to get back to work because we're going to solve this conundrum here and now, and this is the end, and this is the final push, and everybody in town helps out, and then this is history. They meet us part way. We don't need to take a full long rest. We can do a short rest. They can bring sleds because they have sleds back at town because that's what Zugink and Theo came on. And they can sled our asses out of here. Assuming we can convey all that in a message.
Yeah, well, probably multiple messages, but we could
Just a
try.
thought. Just a thought. We could also try the long rest. Again, I think democracy rules here, and I will go along with the long rest if that is the thought.
well, if we're not going to like immediately start getting points of exhaustion, which is what I was worried about because we've been awake for who knows how long.
Like at least a week, or close to what feels like a week. I'm pretty sure it's a week.
No,
Maybe
because
a
you
little
were.
bit more.
It'd be.
Well, three days there, 1 day there-ish, 3 days back. It's been about a week.
Except the thing is, the 3 days back didn't take you 3 days. Like while you're in that realm, it was only a full day.
Oh, okay.
Because you didn't have to sleep. You didn't have to stop after that first 8 hours.
Wait.
You went a full 24-hour walking.
So, dumb question. How the fuck is Draenel here?
Draenel was at not Frostmere.
Tai Curry is where she was staying.
Taikuri, which was less than a
Close.
day's travel from this point.
Okay.
So you messaged her, ran for a full day, and so during that time, she came over here.
Okay, cool. My bad. My brain was like, but
No,
how
she
did
didn't go back to town.
Okay, so that I think was my confusion. My brain had her back in town, which meant that like she traveled 3. Okay, whatever. So yeah, Kay is fine doing the full 8 hours of travel as long as we get rest afterwards and just praying that we don't get ganked out here. But like at the same time, we can probably see most things coming from a ways away.
Also, most of the problems out here are wild animals, and we're a decent-sized group at this point.
Yeah,
I mean, there's always
so-
Yetis.
Like,
Yeah.
there is the chance of a Yeti. I'm hoping a Yeti acts like a bear. You make a bunch of noise and it avoids you.
To be fair, the Yeti only came because we shot deer, so
Yeah, it wanted the dead deer, not us.
I think
And
we're
then Kay
alright.
got angry because it started trying to eat the deer's head.
That I think we're gonna try and hustle people for another day towards
Okay. So you're doing just the 8 hours of travel?
Yeah, 8 hours of travel. We're also going to message Sylvania and get them to try to bring some sleds out. Do we know how many people we can fit on a sled?
good question.
The sleds that they had in town, you could probably get 3 people on them.
And how many people do we have with us?
Of the ones that survived the trip, or who managed to escape the portal, there would be 27 of you in total.
Okay, so we need
and that is
like...
that would also include however many people are on sleds from there. So you'd have to take into account that one of those spots is already taken up as well.
So we'd need like
More sleds than the
10
town currently have.
sleds, technically.
More sleds than the town has.
They don't have 10?
No, because they don't have enough dog teams to be able to pull that many.
I'm not suggesting we all need to sled back. My thought is that if we're concerned about attacking, safety in numbers, and then the horribly wounded.
I'm also worried about speed. I want to get there faster. Yeah. Do they have horses in town, or is it
No.
just dog sleds up here? No? Okay.
Yeah, the mountain gets far too cold for them to be able to sustain horses here.
Which is fair. It's just like, you never know. Maybe we're super lucky and there's some horse fanatic in town. He has like 30 horses.
Horse fanatic. Could be long stalking.
Nope, no horse fanatic in town. Well, at least no one that actually has horses with them.
Okay, so Zuging's vote would be to get Sylvania to get a few people with carts, mostly supplies and stuff, like some food, that sort of stuff. Or I don't know if discombobulated souls eat, but in case they eat, and like extra people to help get to the goblin area where hopefully we can figure out a way to return these souls to the people.
Okay. So the party is beelining it through their first day of travel, just hoofing it along, and I'm guessing people are going at a fast pace.
Yes.
Yep. As quick as possible.
Okay.
I'd like to say it's walking with purpose. It's not walking so much that we're moving slow, but like that 120% pace. You know where you're going. You don't have plans of stopping, and you're just.
The store you need to go to is on the other side of the mall, but you know exactly what you need to pick up because you don't want to be at the mall.
Yeah.
So the party hoofs along. One thing that you do kind of notice as you're going along is like, despite the fact that the others are walking, they don't leave footsteps.
That is creepy.
They also don't seem to be talking at all.
Like, even if we say stuff to them, can I try to like coax them into talking? Be like, hey, how are you doing?
Yeah, you can talk to them, and they seem to kind of like try and pantomime things, but like because their body is still kind of like wispy, it's hard to convey a lot of it. It looks like they are trying to speak, but you do not hear anything.
That is also creepy. Apologies if that is rude.
So the first day comes to an end, and so the party is not going to try and push on at all.
No, because if it's multiple days, like exhaustion just has more abilities to hurt us than help us.
And there is no immediate benefit to us pushing on. Like, not like the last couple times where it's like our immediate objective is like 1 or 2 hours away. Our immediate objective is days away. We're essentially just risking death for no benefit.
True. Yeah, it's just you are basically essentially racing against the clock.
Yeah. I at most want to do a short rest. I will do a long rest under the guise that I only take 4 hours of sleep, and then I stand watch over the bodies on the latter half to see if they're fading, or if they're still maintaining.
Why doesn't Theo do that?
Oh yeah, Theo can meditate.
Like, just throwing it out there. Theo only needs 4 hours for their long rest.
If Theo was here, Theo would have known that. But thank you, Kay, for picking up the slack. Theo will meditate on it.
The other thing to keep in mind as well is that a long rest removes 1 level of exhaustion. If no one's exhausted, you get your spell slots back.
I'm down for a short rest. I've already said it. I am concerned because you specifically pointed out that they are like they were talking to us back in the kind of other world and stuff, and they were more coherent, and now they're kind of faceless and weird, and I'm just kind of freaked out about it.
Yeah.
Regardless, Kay is gonna take a long rest.
Done.
Just like if you guys head on without him, that's fine. It's just
Yeah, I wouldn't leave.
Kay is like, no, I need to rest. I don't feel like I can support the team to the necessity I need to be able to support the team.
Okay.
What's the first penalty for exhaustion? I'm trying to find it.
Disadvantage on ability checks. Yeah, first level is disadvantage on ability checks. Second
When do we
speed is
lose
half.
half speed? Okay, so 2 is dangerous.
Yeah. The first level of exhaustion, if players hit that level of exhaustion, a long rest gets rid of it. It's if you're stacking multiple levels of exhaustion that it starts to become a problem.
Yeah, because disadvantage on ability checks, speed half, disadvantage on attack and saving throws.
At this point, I'm trying to figure out if an hour is going to do something, though.
And that's the thing. Here in the middle of the wilderness, I don't. Kay is adamant it won't. Like if it's like that last day, like that day before, or like that day we're pushing deeper into the caves, that sort of thing. That's the day to push, or maybe the day before, but like not now.
Let's do the long
Unless it's
rest.
like 20 hours of travel or something. Because if it's specifically like 20 hours, so 216, then 4 hours on the last day, it might be worth pushing a couple extra hours the 2 days, because then we could turn it into a 2-day travel.
True, but I'm pretty sure it's been established this is a 3-day trek.
Well, it's 3 days because you like it's basically 2 full 8-hour days of travel, and then you made it partway through the day of the third day, so it's considered 3 days of travel.
Yeah. How long did it take the third day? Like, was it 4 hours?
You'd gotten there in the mid-afternoon, so probably
so
about
3/4.
Yeah, about half to 3/4. Probably about 2/3, I guess.
Okay, yeah, that pushes us back into that we can't really make a huge difference on.
Like the third day we get there, we're gonna go through some mines, we're gonna fuck some shit up and get to some ice caves. That's what we're going to do, and like we'll
Really
have
fuck
a
shit
choice. Well,
In
okay,
theory.
you can run ahead and try to convince them not to kill you because we're bringing dead things with us to an ice wall. But
Do they seem to be getting tired?
No,
They
have no physical body to get tired.
Okay.
Right.
also,
It
I'm getting
might be once like Sylvania reinforcements pop up with us. It might be possible to like extend a day by swapping out who's going with them.
But also, who's to just theoretical question here? Who's to say the ghost spirit things need to be on the wagon or the like sleds? We don't know what speed they're moving. They're just kind of floating / walking at our speeds. But we don't really know the rate of which a soul moves. Do we?
No one has checked
True.
or tested or had a way to test.
Well, you can just ask them to run face first into a tree and see how fast they do it.
So for the record, I have a message from Jamie that says, "Did we rest yet?" Followed by the answer of "Nope," followed by lots of exclamation points and a very long capitalized "No." So I'm going to assume Theo wants to long rest.
Yes, which
after
I
they
already
rested.
agreed with. That Theo has your vote for a long rest.
Cool.
So
So
the party is long resting at this point, then.
the tiny hut is cast. Yeah.
Okay.
While Anna and Theo do swap shifts or whatever, just to make sure that the people are fine and that they're not fading at a seemingly alarming rate.
Okay. Roll me another surge for the second instance of Liam and Tiny Hut.
Yay! It's a 12.
12. Do not explode.
Huzzah!
In the morning, do we have any signs of Sylvania reinforcements yet?
Not quite.
Okay, so then let's head out at a heavy pace again. Fast pace.
Okay, so the party gets up and continues hoofing it along, and like once you start moving, the other souls start kind of following along as well.
How are they looking?
Can we test doing like getting everyone to do like not a full out sprint but a light jog for like 10 minutes and see if the spirits still keep up with us or if they start falling behind?
Yeah, you can try that. You start jogging along and trying to pick up that pace a little bit, and they seem to be keeping pace.
Okay, so they might be able to keep maybe not full like dog cart sprint, but they might be able to keep up with like a decent pace that's less likely to exhaust us, and they can't get exhausted, I'm assuming.
They just rested, so it should be all right.
Anna, and you and Theo would know, like, while you had stayed up and watched them and all that kind of stuff, they mostly just mulled about in the area. You watch some of them, like, trying to interact with things and being unable to.
Okay. Cool, but no change physically.
Correct.
Sweet. Okay, that's all. While keeping perception, just to look out for yetis or wolves or stuff as we travel.
Yep. Give me a perception check.
That's it. Well, mediocre.
12. You're not seeing anything alarming at the moment.
Cool.
So is the what?
I just like that you throw that in there at the moment.
Me? Ominous, like, inklings? Never. So the party's hoofing along. Probably partway into the day, you do see the signs of dog sleds on the horizon, barreling towards you. And at the front of it is Sylvania on dog.
Oh, yeah.
I'm coming to the rescue, my friends with no sense of self-preservation.
Just leading the charge.
Yes. And as they kind of arrive, like they've got 4 sleds. So they kind of chuck each one of you onto one of the sleds. Dog is currently dragging one of the sleds. And the other 3 are manned by dogs.
Okay,
Manned
let's
by
start at
dogs.
a brisk pace, and then we are going to just slowly speed up until or like to as fast as the dogs can go at max, of course. But we're going to keep an eye on the spirits are able to keep up with us and pretty much like hold the max speed that the spirits can keep up with us.
Okay. So they seem to be keeping up fairly well as you're accelerating pace. They do start to fall a little bit behind as you're nearing max pace of the dogs.
Okay.
But they...
So not quite full speed.
Yeah, not quite full speed. It's actually very odd watching them because they're walking as if like a standard like walking pace. Like,
oh, they don't
visibly.
look like they're running?
They don't look like they're running. They look like they're walking, but like their foot hits the ground and they are sliding forward like 6-7 feet, and then they're taking their next step and sliding forward 6-7 feet. It's basically like if you're watching someone play a game with lag.
Yes.
That is creepy. I really hope you all don't take offense once you can talk back to me with how much I'm calling you creepy right now. But that's fucking creepy. Meanwhile, Sylvania's like, that is fascinating. How do you do that? Ooh, could I make boots that could do that? Would that help me go faster? Could that help dog go faster? Ooh. Sylvania's just kind of looking at Sylvania, just like, kind of glad that I wasn't around while she was around.
As evening of the second day starts to roll in and you're starting to hit further into that 8-hour journey, you figure probably still about 3 or 4 hours out of town. But the dogs have started slowing.
Alright, so the dogs have noticeably started slowing.
Yeah, the dogs are worn out because they've been run hard for the past couple of days.
Yeah, to get to us.
Now, since we got to ride today, would we be able to like push further without risking exhaustion?
You'd still risk some level of exhaustion just due to like mental exhaustion. So it's less, oh, my body is tired, but more, I've been up for too many hours.
Okay.
So you probably still run the risk of 3 levels of exhaustion if you booked it to town.
Maybe short rest for the dogs and then pick up like after a short rest.
The dogs are basically pretty tuckered, so like they're like they're starting to like not be able to keep the pace. And even a short like they need a long rest for the dogs to be up to
Yeah,
snuff.
I think what we do at this point is we take a long rest for the dogs, and then like first light tomorrow we push the dogs like to the limit of also the spirits limit. So I guess the spirits limit because the dogs limit's too fast, and it's like.
And Mel and Theo, roll me perception checks.
Yeah, I would like to know how they're looking. All right, Theo's perception. We both got 16s.
Nice. They are starting to fade.
Yeah, all right.
So
between in a percentage increment based on when we came out, do they look half wispy compared to their full wispy?
They started to fade mostly over the course of the past about 3 hours. Like they were pretty solid for most of the trip.
Okay.
As solid as non-corporeal entities are.
Okay.
But over the course of the past 3 hours, they have started fading more.
All right. Well, we'll share that info with the group, and do a rest, but just keeping a extra watchful eye just to make sure this isn't they fade.
Alternatively, Aaron said we had the potential of 3 exhaustion to make it back to town.
Yes, depending on your rolls of how because the exhaustion is you roll for a con.
Yeah, roll. So we could attempt to push that last little bit.
Well, no, the dogs are done, so.
Well,
But yeah,
on
but
foot.
we could push. We could push that last little bit on foot because the spirits don't tire. And when we hit town, we could get a bunch of people in town who are not exhausted from just traveling all day to like guard them and go down with like 1 or 2 of us who's the least exhausted depending on how many exhaustion levels we've gotten on the way there.
Also, something dog is hooked up to a sled.
Dog is also hooked up to a sled.
Dog does not experience exhaustion.
So
the party could still experience level of exhaustion just due to, being up for like having to be alert for that long. But dog can't.
Right. Yeah, all right. I'm fine to push on then
because if they started getting wispy in the last 3 hours and like we don't really have a good time limit that we know of, so I think we should just try to push through all the way.
Yeah, I'd be hella down with that.
And then pretty much what we can hopefully do is if anyone hits 2nd level of exhaustion, they get thrown on the cart.
Mm-hmm.
That way their half speed won't affect as much.
I like it.
Alrighty, so as the villagers who came to help, they're kind of staying with the dogs, tending to them for the night.
Yeah, Zugink will thank them all for the help and then be like,
yeah, the spirits are still following you all.
Kay is staying behind with these folks.
Okay.
I know we don't support splitting the party often, but Kay is planning to take the cave path through because we've done it. He knows how to get there to aid you guys, but he's not comfortable risking it. Risking exhaustion. But we have the stones. We can communicate. We can keep tabs on each other.
Okay.
So that but that's Kay's plan at this point.
Okay, so Kay's staying behind and sleeping. Alrighty, then as Theo, Zugink, Anna, and Sylvania continue on, I'd like to get all of you to give me Constitution saving throws. Or is it Constitution? Is it saving throw or just check?
I think it's a saving throw. That's what you got us to do last time, at least.
Once you know what it is.
Yes, it's a saving throw. Yeah.
My 14 for Zugink, 16 for Sylvania.
An 8 for Anna.
So Anna, you're like trucking along as best you can, but your little legs and there's a lot of snow, and so you are starting to get exhausted. You
Fair
are
enough.
first level of exhaustion.
Okay.
As the party continues hoofing along for the second hour, I'll get another roll.
Ooh.
Hmm.
So Zugink got some exhaustion.
Oh, you already rolled Theo's. My bad. Okay. Never mind, you didn't. That was Sylvania's. Okay, Theo 17. Doing mighty fine.
So Theo's doing fine and hoofing along. Sylvania is just on the cusp, but is like just holding on. Zugink is just carrying so much stuff, and after having ran for so much, they're just tuckered out. And with the nat 1, roll me a severity quickly.
60.
60. You suffer 2 levels of exhaustion.
Putting you on the sled.
Yeah.
And Anna with 13.
How do I add exhaustion on roll 20? Or no, on D&D Beyond.
It's under conditions or whatever it is or status effects or whatever it is in the top corner.
Under your health points, HP.
And at the very bottom, there should be exhaustion levels.
Oh, conditions. There we go.
And so the roll me a. Actually, Anna, you had gotten. Oh, that 8 was from the first one. Yes, everyone but Zuging passed that second one. And give me one more for the last hour as you're trying to beeline to town.
17 from Zugink. 16 from Sylvania.
Anna is plumb tuckered out. Like, partway through, she's like, I can't go on. She's like, it's like, kind of like, I imagine Anna just kind of like flopping over, go on without me, I'll be fine.
Legs like noodles! Can I climb on dog?
Well, you can climb on the cart.
Yeah, you
Yay!
can climb on the sled.
Dumb question for Anna.
Yeah.
Did you long rest at all, or no?
Yeah.
Because why don't you wild shape into a squirrel and
Could
climb
wild
on
shape
dog?
into a squirrel and climb on dog, but I was gonna wild. Well, okay.
Just a thought, because
But-
dog can definitely carry you.
Well, the
Am
dog's
I-
pulling a sled.
Yeah, am I weighing down dog by being Anna?
Nope.
Alright, then I'll
Oh,
stay as
well,
Anna.
then it's fine.
I get what you're saying, though. I could ride on Zugink if she wasn't exhausted. As a squirrel.
Okay, so Anna and Zugink are on the sled.
Yeah.
Theo and Sylvania are doing fine, though.
Yep, they're doing fine. Sylvania may or may not have had access to coffee.
I'm just being cough.
I invented this miraculous potion made out of beans, and it makes me never sleep!
That can't be good for you.
But I've only been awake for 3 weeks. It's fine! Each batch is worth 10 cups of coffee.
Still, we are going to have a talk when we get back to town.
And so the party continues barreling along and rolls into town, well, slides into town. The spirits trailing along behind you, and there's some people who are like kind of taken aback and just like, what the heck is going on? Zugink, you kind of like, you remember that you had a few people who were in the medical tent that you'd managed to free prior to the frost blends completely blocking off your access to the ice wall. But you know, the rest of the bodies are still down at the ice wall.
Okay, so I look for the people that should belong to the medical tent bodies.
You cannot make out their features.
Okay, I'm just going to lead them all to the medical tent bodies and be like, whoever's bodies these belong to, please try to enter them, or whatever ghosts do.
Sorry if I'm being rude.
As you kind of lead them over, a few of the ghosts do kind of like look and like you see one of them kind of like touching their face and then like looking down at like this body that's lying on the bed and comatose. But they do like they sit down, like they're basically like putting their hand on their body's chest, and it's like gradually you just watch the soul kind of fade away, just kind of like almost like sifting in towards the body. And the three of the souls fade away there.
Hell yeah.
Okay, well, Zugink would like to try to gather, like, whatever sort of, like, guard people are still left in the city, or lacking that, like, the stronger folks. Try to get as many folks as possible, be like, okay, Annah and myself, traveling too exhausted, but Sylvania and Theo should be able to go down with a decent group of people, go meet the goblins, get to the ice people.
I will go because I feel like I'm the biggest point of contact for Brooks, and being disadvantaged on ability checks kind of sucks. But I
You
think I
also
can
have half
push
speed,
through.
don't you? Because didn't you fail 2?
Oh, at level 1 exhaustion?
No,
I thought you
fell
got level
didn't
2.
you? Because you got an 8 the first time and then a 4
On
the second.
one. Oh, whatever. I'll just wild shape into something.
And just sit on someone's shoulder.
I can wild shape into the beetle that chirks through. In fact, that's what I'll
Zugink's going to hear that you're going and be like, oh, okay, I am also going.
Sorry, Zugink.
But isn't Zugink the person that most wants us to save the lives of these people?
Yes, it was more just like exhaustion levels. It was like, okay, like, need to get the people I trust to go complete this task for me. And then it was like, oh, Anna's pushing through. So I guess I also have to push through this last little bit.
I also speak Goblin, and it just feels like safer that way.
Fair.
It's like half movement speed for Zugink hurts.
That's very
That's fair.
Since I am a melee.
So the party heads into the mines, down the mine shaft, which you don't have to fly or turn to a cloud of fog to get down this time.
That's nice. Were we able to get a decent group of people to come down with us that aren't exhausted?
Yeah, you got a bunch of the miners who will be helping. Most of the people who are like more like combat oriented were also the ones who went out on the sleds, because they were usually the people who were hunting. But you descend the mine shaft with the spirits in tow, and start making your way towards the ice wall. As you kind of crest that ridge where you can see where the ice wall is, what are people doing?
Are there any noticeable goblins around?
Many.
Okay, Zugink is going to... Can I see Brooks?
Roll me a perception check.
I would also like to look for Brooks. That's a 10.
11.
neither of you currently see Brooks, although from the upper area where you're looking down, it is very possible Brooks is further back.
Okay, so Zugink is just going to let out a fairly loud, kind of announcing our presence. It's like, we have come to see Brooks. Please bring her to us.
Like as you yell, like a bunch of the like frostblades kind of look up and like someone like you see someone scrambling to grab weapons and like aim them up at you. But they're not actively attacking.
Yeah, they're just aiming. They're
Yeah.
not sure if we're friendly. That I would do the same thing when I was a guard. So yeah. Holds not going to pull up my weapons or anything because I don't want to give them a reason to shoot. It's like, I need Brooks.
And after a little bit, you see Brooks kind of like stomping her way out and kind of looks up at you. And just,
We have completed our end of the bargain. The queen is dead.
How do I know?
Anna's gonna fly as the beetle towards Brooks, and then wild shape back to Anna. And is my face still covered in blood from when I was a bear stomping on the hag?
No, it does not transfer from one form to another.
Damn
Especially after multiple days. I'm pretty sure you'd have wiped your face by then.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, fun thing. Forgot to grab her head as proof, but these bodies with us, they're gonna come back to their real bodies, the souls are gonna be gone, and you guys are just free to go with no bodies to protect, because that's all the queen wanted, right? And we're gonna free the bodies now. Jig is up. You're free to go.
Roll me a charisma check.
Oh, hell no. Okay. Anna's so bad at those. Charisma. It's a 7. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I have
Can
advantage on
Zugink help?
persuasion.
Pardon?
Can Zugink use the help action? Just to kind of like tell the story and like what was going on? Extra details that Anna didn't remember?
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what? Sure. So Anna gets the 20.
Yeah!
So kind of like regaling them of what happened, like describing the area that that you had fought the hag in.
Also making sure to describe what the hag looks like and the dimension we were in, because
Brooklyn.
Brooks has like at least been in that dimension. I can't remember if Brooks said that they've seen the queen, so like that might help like put in the things, like even if it's just the queen is really big and like her approximate height and stuff to help be like this was the right person.
Yeah, and as you're describing the queen, Brooks kind of like acknowledges that like that was who it was, because Brooks too had fought the queen at one point. And like kind of describing like some of the things the queen did, what the queen looked like, and all that. Brooks kind of acknowledges that yeah, you'd have had to at least go and deal with her, and you weren't going to walk out with these without or with her being alive. And she's still suspicious of the party. But she's like, you kept your word. I keep mine. We'll leave. Heading back to Shurik Mountain. For food, you're not so bad.
I wish you a good journey back to Shurik Mountain.
And she kind of yells like, we're moving out. Done with this fucking wall. And starts heading out the mine exit.
All right, we brought a bunch of miners down with us, so try to get the people out of the wall and stuff now, and get the souls attached.
Yep, the miners, like as the frostbones are leaving, like the miners quickly take to the wall, excavating the bodies. You can see that the souls are continuing to get weaker and weaker. but as the bodies are kind of removed from the wall, like they're quickly moving to their bodies and kind of retaking hold.
Can I tell the spirits to like stand near what they think is their own body, so the miners know what bodies to prioritize, so that anyone we lost isn't like being brought out and being like, "Oh, this didn't help anyone."
You'd try and communicate that to the ghost, but they can't. Like with the bodies in the ice, it's hard to make out what like who's who until they've been excavated.
Okay, I was hoping that would help, but if not, just as quickly as we can.
Yeah. As quickly as people can. Like they're hacking the bodies out of the ice wall.
Sylvania and Anna should both have fire spells too. That
I was
should be
going
able
to
to
say
help.
Theo and Anna for sure will help with flaming spear.
'Kay.
Sphere. Roll 2 d20s on those.
Yeah, roll me a d20 on each of those. Okay. Neither of them exploded.
We'll just manipulate them in the areas.
Yeah, trying to focus to break through. And it takes a while to excavate all the bodies, but because the miners don't have to worry about like the frostbones attacking or anything like that, they're able to like just hard hammer away at it. And after an hour or two, the bodies have all been excavated, and the souls have, as far as you can tell, returned to the bodies. The bodies are still in a coma-like state, but their vitals are stronger than they were before. Like in comparison to the ones that you'd had in the medical tent originally. And some of the miners start like putting some of the bodies on some of the carts and trying to like wheel those up back towards the elevator. And the bodies are currently being taken to the inn, or to the tavern, and laid out there. And with that, we're gonna end tonight's session. You've released the bodies.
Huzzah! We saved Zugink's friends.
2 years coming from when we learned that Zugink lost all these people, and now.
Well, we learned. No, not we learned. We learned like a week or two ago that Zugink lost all these people. Zugink.
No, Zugink told the backstory and why they were traveling when Zugink
Yeah.
was still around.
Did you?
Yeah,
Because
there was the Zugink at that point didn't know, like when you first met Zugink, didn't know that like what had happened to all of them. Just that there was the explosion in Ithamir, and a lot of them were lost.
Yes.
Yeah,
presumed dead.
so we thought they were dead, but Zugink still got back the friends that we all thought were dead from 2 years ago.
Yeah, Zugink also found out.
Which
back in Stoneforge.
Yes, so like that, but that letter is like, hey, a missing friend was found, I gotta go help buy. And, like...
You also never got that letter.
Yes, so like, from Kay's perspective, Kay never realized that these, like, up until like a week ago, that these were like, that was why Zugink was here, right?
Yeah.
Like, we just knew that Zugink left because something important to Zugink happened.
Sure. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yep.
But alright.
Yeah, that was great. It was nice to put a neat little bow on this, hopefully.
Yep,
Well,
we'll be able to wrap up Frostmere next session and then figure out where the party wants to go from there.
and level up?
Zugink just
Question mark?
Break Theo's heart.
Break Theo's heart. We need the drama.
Let's be perfectly honest. It's a harmless crush. It'll be fine, unless you two go shag off somewhere real quick, so you can have that one night stand, get it out of your system. It's probably been like 100 years for Theo.
Yeah, then we get another letter from Zugink in like 9 months, just like, hey, Sapphire, you might want to meet.
Let's be very clear. We'd never received the letter.
No, you sent it
we
to
have a
our
place of residence now.
Yeah, exactly.
So the next time we go back to the tavern, it might have been a year since the letter arrived, but we'll show up and there'll be this letter for Theo.
New member of the party. Do not knock. Do gank up, Theo. All right.
Alrighty. Well, thank you to my players for joining in for this. Thank you for everyone who had been watching, and have yourselves a great night. We'll be back next week with Mel's campaign, and the week after that to finish up this one, or at least this arc.
This arc.
So,
All right.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.